be in my pussy area. It does not spread anywhere else. I said, but you won't smell it. I perfume that area quite well.
I like being natural. I don't wash my pussy.
But you won't smell.
All right.
This was like
That's
sun's
great.
trying to come out.
In the back.
Oh, my name's Bigfoot. One on the
I was told I had to change my name in one of the games that I got because apparently they didn't think it. It was this pink taco muncher. They're like, we're getting complaints about your name. You're gonna have to change it. So we're gonna suspend your account. You change your name.
How is that possible?
Why, you hadn't had to use one of your videos?
On the one that did no sound.
It has what?
On the one that we just did.
Yeah.
That had no sound. We got 9 views.
9 views.
Wow.
Hey,
man,
apparently
this
we
shit
do better.
sucks.
They're like, hey, this shit's funny. That's sign language. What the hell are they doing? I gotta know. Quick, get somebody on.
That's so great.
Here, we'll just do the entire video in sign language. Except I don't know sign language.
Man, you know what's hilarious is when they had that, it really makes you wonder sometimes about our political system.
What?
So they were doing that summit a while back. Was it environmental or peace summit or something? And this guy somehow managed, he doesn't know any sign language whatsoever. But he got on.
I remember that.
Yeah, he literally
Just
got it.
jibber jabber.
Yeah, he's just like making.
Yeah, that was great.
It took him like hours to figure out that the guy who's signing for this, was it South Africa or some person, someplace in Africa, took him hours to figure out this guy's just fucking.
Wait, what?
It was pretty funny. They show that kind of stuff on the Daily Show.
Yeah, I was like, it took but how does it do? Do you not check with somebody who knows sign language that that guy knows sign? I mean, like,
I want to know I want to know what the deaf people were saying. They're like, "What?
Sure,
He's a terrorist?
Could have been, yeah.
He's a terrorist and a racist? We should kill this guy."
I hope he kills that dude because they're all stupid. So
The
apparently the
translator
way
for
this,
South Africa is saying something along
so
the
apparently
lines
the
of,
easiest way
Adolf Hitler's butthole was full of.
so the easiest way to get into a secure place like that is to pose as a sign language. You can assassinate anybody you want.
Apparently, yeah.
Won't check up on it. You know sign language? I don't know.
We
The deaf community is rising up against President Trump today after the sign language interpreter.
in this loosely coordinated effort here on Saturdays, we left off with the characters having explored this, being told that Bart might be found in this location. They went to this location. After searching through a couple outbuildings, they did find him. And he basically said, "Oh, you found me. That's great." And he said, "So now that you found me, yeah, thanks, bye." And
aren't we working for him now?
yeah, well, he said, "I do have things that I need accomplished if you want to go search for these things." So it's up for you guys to decide if that's what you want to do. And then
I seem to remember it sounded.
Rock saunters through the forest and sees you all. And he sees Bart talking to Anae, Sylvest, and Muglet. So there you go.
I thought he was here already, though.
And you have a mark on your face from something.
Right now?
Yeah. like a pencil maybe or something.
Right? Yeah, looks like he tried to draw on a mustache.
I like one of those
I like
little Frenchmen.
Yeah. Here?
Yeah, yep, that's where it is.
I don't know. Oh, there it goes.
There you go. All right.
No idea.
We're doing some plumbing this morning.
Is that what he called it?
No, that's what he did.
He broke the shower.
I know you're a curious young boy, but you can buy things that you're curious with instead of using your dad's phone.
Guess I better hide this monkey so you don't spank it on accident.
Oh, how all the fur get gummed up. I just stuck to the table.
Don't make me. Dang it.
So has the monkey been told about beware the rolled up towel?
Don't make me.
I don't think so.
Don't make me.
Oh, Clark's here.
Caden uses socks still.
He put something up and then he retracted his comment. I didn't get to see it. Clark, you need to put whatever that was back in there.
Clark's, if I remember correctly, with Clark's comments, he's always about 40 minutes behind where we're.
See, it's always broken English too, so we can't understand it. It's like I attacked the goblin with my sword. 20 minutes later, you should attack the goblin with your dagger instead.
Finding
Or
Bart,
something.
I see. Is what he said. So, Bart says so. Oh, there's Rock.
What'd you guys leave me alone in the forest for? I got lost.
You had to go poo.
I got lost.
I don't want to see that. No.
I brought some to show you. And you enjoyed it.
Why are all the walls brown?
Scumleb.
Just remember, never accept anything from the right hand. True.
So Bart says, all right. He says, wait right here. And he goes back inside the building. And as he sees pieces of the crystal scorpion that's all defeated, he just shakes his head again, shuts the door.
Yeah, sorry about your scorpion there.
Well, he shut the door already. He's inside.
Oh.
So,
I'll still say it.
Okay.
Am I still down 90 points?
No.
Something that happened the last one.
No.
so you feel like doing some tasks for him?
Heck yeah.
What tasks?
No, we're
He
gonna go
hasn't
find
said.
stuff for
He
him.
just said that he
Sure, I
needs
got nothing else.
searching stuff. Apparently, stuff that he wants to lock away. that
Maybe he'll get a gold
should be better
medal.
off.
That'll be cool. Like a potion that makes
By any
gold.
chance, did you ever write down what was in the spell book he gave you?
No.
No.
But did you read it yet? Did you cast read magic on it?
No, I was just asking because I was going to first chance I got.
Okay. I'll figure something out.
Okay.
All right. So he comes back with a little while later. And he says, all right. And he casts a spell and a table and chairs form outside the building.
Oh, picnicking already.
And he says, you can sit down if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm going to sit down. And his chair is way better than the rest of them.
I'll sit there.
Will I fit in one of the chairs? If not, I just sit around.
Yeah, I am going to say that no, you're too big for the chairs.
I sit around.
Okay.
I'll sit in the chair.
So yeah, you're like a little size in the chair.
I need a booster seat.
Yeah,
Have my legs
he
sticking
could
off
use
the
one.
edge, like, yeah.
You put your hat on and join Rush.
I don't know, should I? I think I could put on my hat and then normally stay there.
Did you remember what the hat allows you to do?
I want to turn into an elf.
But what about your size changes?
And I could probably think I could like adjust it by like half or something.
You can do a quarter of your actual height up or down, half of your weight up or down, male or female.
Well, I could
Hair any
seduce the
color,
dogs.
eyes any color, complexion any color. The facial features, however, you end up looking as an elf, not as any other species.
And I won't put on the hat.
And the hat can be changed as part of a disguise to appear as something else. Comb, ribbon, headband, something worn on
3
the
owls
head.
and an ogre.
So, are you playing today, Clark? Let us know in the chat. Why don't you open up the? Can you get chat on that, or is that we'll only show the video?
Who's Clark?
Another player.
He played a dwarf in the previous
Video was removed by
couple
user.
campaigns.
Dang it.
Yeah, but there should be another. Yeah, because I got rid of the one that didn't work right, and I don't know why that is. It worked fine Thursday.
Famous typo
So
skills.
I don't have
he
any.
Says.
I don't have any idea.
He says he's got famous typo skills.
Okay. He had been playing on Sundays with his wife and daughter, I think is what he told me.
Really?
So
That's
How's the daughter?
I think she's like 10.
Oh,
10. Wow.
Okay, so he unrolls this, pulls a ribbon off of the scroll, unrolls it.
no game tomorrow. But put off. Daughter has a concert.
Oh, and he's got a son too. I know that because he plays music and stuff.
On my screen.
So it shows a picture, a drawing of a bag, kind of like this, only bigger, about, we'll say, twice as big.
Big bag.
And it looks featureless. This looks like a brown leather bag with a drawstring. And then a bunch of other writing along the edges and the bottom that none of you understand. And he says, this is...
Not even in my read languages skill.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. You can try. What do you need?
I'm here to 45.
Wow, 45? Seriously?
Oh, it made it. Wait, never mind. 60.
Okay.
I thought it said 36, and then.
You have a read languages of 45? That's good. All right. So he says, some of you may have heard of this item. Some of you may not.
Nope.
This is a bag of holding, but it's a special bag of holding
What's it
because
hold?
it holds way more than it should.
That's cool. Are we allowed to
Not
have
all
it?
bag of holdings.
I don't
There's more than
understand.
they should.
So you put something in it, and it'll hold it, even if it is bigger than the bag, as long as it fits.
Roll your spellcraft.
I don't understand.
At least that's what I think.
So is this something?
Now, do you remember what you're doing?
I want higher. Or
You want to roll as high as possible. Take your dice and add it to your spellcraft number. Give me a total.
12.
Okay, so no, you're not familiar with the properties of a bag of holding,
No, I don't know what to do.
but he attempts to explain it. He says, normally a bag, you can put in as much stuff as will fit in the bag. He looks at Rock and he says, so far so good?
Uh-huh.
Well, imagine if you could put twice as much stuff in that bag, but the bag was the same size.
Well, how can you do that? It'd come out the
Magic.
top.
He goes, magic. But this bag, and he passed the scroll, is a little different because it will do that. I can make those. It takes a while. And the components are not easy to get. This particular bag, however, is bad because in the hands of a person who is not good, it will actually if an enemy is too close, it will devour the enemy up to a certain size, and they're just gone.
So, is that the real bag right there, or that?
This is what is drawn. This is what it looks like, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like much. It just looks like a bag or a sack, right?
And who has it right now?
Good question. Unfortunately,
So we're looking for someone that has the bag you're describing. Oh.
No,
I-
just
am
to
I-
make this
am
clear
I-
to everybody.
Am
here,
I?
that bag, when we find it, will try to eat us.
well, only
that's what I was
it
gonna-
doesn't. It's not a living thing. It's someone has to use it. Like if I pull one of my wands, I could set my wand on the table and it's not going to go off on its own, and I have to grab it and do whatever it is that whoever made it.
Is it skunk control?
So this particular bag, I'm not sure what someone would have to do or say to get it to work. All I know is the legends say whoever has the bag can devour their enemies.
Am I?
we will be the enemy.
Am I
when we
large
try to
enough?
take it.
Am I? Would it devour me?
The
I guess
stories,
what I'm trying to ask because I'm a big
the
guy.
stories I've heard is that it will devour things a little bit larger than you,
Oh,
like a hill giant.
yeah, that's bigger than me.
So
So what do we do if we get it?
you bring it back to me.
Don't destroy it on the spot, then.
Well, here's the thing.
So it still holds stuff.
Sometimes when you destroy magical items, bad things happen.
Oh,
That
most
wand
likely.
I was speaking about, if you break that, the magic that's in it, even if it's discharged, will still can cause an explosion.
Oh.
Yep.
Boom!
Everybody dies.
And my fellow elf magic using friend here can explain that more if it needs to be explained. The thing that I have here, and he puts his hand on the scroll, and a weird little, like almost, you know how a pop-up book, you open it and things go, well, it's like a little pop-up map feature and raised area shows, and he says,
Am I able to use spellcraft? to
this
see
is
what he
where
did
we
there?
are. Huh?
Am I able to use spellcraft to see what he did there?
Yeah, you can try.
Ooh,
Remember
18
you're
plus
adding-
7, so
Okay, so your spellcraft reveals to you that is a spell in the illusion realm, but the exact spell you haven't seen before, and you realize that the spell is more a some type of magic has been placed there, and the gesture caused the illusion, the static illusion, to appear.
What was
So-
that? Did he
he
cast
made a
something?
pop-up map.
Oh, pop-up map.
On the scroll with the picture of the bag on it, and he says, you have to go back north. I'm sorry, south, out of these lands. He says, Muglet, do you have that
My
map? Okay, so you get out the map, and he says, okay, good. So we're here. You will need to go past the river, but not so far as to enter these southern lands of Cumberland. You'll want to go somewhere between the river and the Great Plateau, because the little map, that's what it shows. And it's,
So
he says, so all I see here is travel through forest, but anything that has this is going to be, I would assume it would be on guard,
So there's no direction.
unless you can
So-
totally sneak up on it.
So how do you find out where this thing is?
Yeah.
Well, I got this scroll here, and I had forgotten about it for many years. And since my unfortunate demise in the White Plume Mountain, I have had time to recoup, and I've been checking through lots of things. I have lots of things.
So
here.
this is a find object spell? Or?
No, this is a scroll that I had from
okay.
a long time ago.
Okay,
And
so
I basically
it's just a
didn't
scroll
do
that
anything
you
with it. When I
told
found
you about it.
when I recovered this the first time, I was like, okay, and then something else came up.
So,
But I am still not in any condition to go look for this.
So how's the scroll work?
The scroll is informational.
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
how's it
I
work?
thought I was asking, how did you find? You're sending us to a certain place.
Any points on the pop-up area
Right.
on the
So
scroll?
I
look at the
was
scroll where he's
asking
pointing.
why you think the object's there.
Well, because I've determined that this is a map to find it.
Okay.
So
Alright.
is
Somehow,
there a
somehow-
picture of the scroll on the map somewhere?
Yeah, it's this big thing that it's.
No.
Hold on.
You unroll the scroll.
Okay,
it's
so the
a
map is on
It's like
the
a 3D
scroll.
map.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Is to show a bag in a location somewhere.
I thought he was showing us on a separate map.
No.
But the scroll shows the location of it. Okay.
So does the scroll change if it moves?
Well, it hasn't moved. Okay, so like here's the scroll, and then here's the bag, and then the little pop-up map came up over here. So this is all. That's all.
So we assume somewhere centered on this map is where the bag should be?
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
And like I said, the map shows the edge of the lake up here, and the road down here, and the edge of the Elven Kingdom up here, and matches up with what your map shows, which is.
So I'm
So,
going
It's not unclear where you need to go. Let the DM put that.
all right. So
So you want to go like that way? Then. Yeah, some way of that way.
What's he
do
saying?
we know of anything in that area?
5 players.
I don't know
Wife
nothing, man.
litter, daughter is a murder hobo. That's great.
Daughter
is a murder hobo.
Bag eats another person with another bag of holding a portable hole. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. That would be bad.
Put a bag of holding in another bag of holding.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ooh, I gotta ask that.
My bag,
Roll your spellcraft.
my bag of holding is only for exit.
Oh, 11 plus 7. That's 18.
You're not sure what would happen if you put a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding.
You know what would happen if we put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
Hey, natural 20 plus 18.
For what?
What happens when you put a bag?
Do you have a spellcraft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You are aware that probably an extra dimensional explosion sucking everything into it within a certain radius and instant death and no chance of resurrection.
Okay.
Does
Without a
anybody
wish
have a bag of holding here?
Nope.
Okay, just
Why?
because we don't want that thing to eat the person for sure that has the bag of holding.
What?
It would be very bad.
Why?
Or from your spellcraft roll, you also know any kind of extra dimensional thing could be a bad interaction. It's not 100%, but 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
if somebody tries a dimension door through a portable hole
Yeah.
or tries to open any kind of portal in contact with that, or tries to teleport inside of a bag of holding, yeah, that's never good.
Yeah. So let's just say putting something that's not in this dimension inside of something that's not in this dimension is bad.
Pizza guy.
Why
We pause for the pizza man.
have we always got a pizza?
That's weird. You never
It's easy to order.
You know,
I guess.
It don't matter if you tell them.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
still come to the store.
The only way that I do it is because Dan, you might as well go down and out.
We'll tell them to go down.
Yeah, just go.
Usually we hit the point when he looks at the
When I order online, they in the note section I put please come to basement door.
It's just
and
he's
they
got a
do
lot
every
of
time.
stuff.
Well, that's what Tori does, and they still walk up the damn steps.
Oh.
Tori puts in there, go to the back door, and they always walk up the front door. It's like, that's why I said they never listen.
You think that could be something they're not allowed to do? Go to a back door?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hey, look
You were wrong. He got the message.
He's been
Hey!
here before.
yeah.
Awesome. That's good.
Yeah. So first time I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm breaking protocol.
I take it back.
Yeah, it's machine learning.
It's the second time. It's the second time since my coming back door because when I ordered the
Dancing Girls?
White Castles, and I had they had the DoorDash deliver it.
But
They came to the back door because I don't come to the back.
Butthole sandwich.
There's a Chinese dude. You want a White Castle?
No.
Ah, Castle here, sign here.
If you eat White Castle, you get.
Sorry,
You'll
yeah,
make
White
a butthole
Castle.
sandwich.
Oh, White Castle for you. You guys, we'll do nobody you later. Ah, sign here.
Oh, you got the cookie again.
Yeah,
I got
cookie.
cookie.
It's a brownie.
Cookie this time.
Oh, that was
yeah.
extra cookies. It's a brownie last
Has
time.
some variety.
Clark's comment so much it's off the page.
Was it Pizza Hut?
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
That don't look right.
Yeah.
Hurry.
What
hurry,
is that?
Hurry. What's your receipt say? Is he out? Does he leave?
Yeah, he's leaving.
I can hear his
Oh, he got all kinds of nasty shit on this. He
What
got
did
like
you
a
order?
deluxe.
Ooh, what's
Not this.
Okay.
Woohoo! That looks fun.
And well, you get a free piece out of it because they'll have to bring the right one.
Unless he gave the wrong one out of the car. That's what he was thinking he might have done. If he's got more than one delivery.
You can call up there right now and say, "Yeah, this is the wrong pizza."
This ain't the right one.
You forgot my
You-
diet Dr. Kelp.
You fucked up my pizza.
You'll get a free piece out of it.
Didn't touch him, huh?
Where's my drink?
It's all right.
You forgot my drink?
Just don't touch the pizza.
Krusty Krab
You'll be
pizza
all right.
is
Yeah,
So you gotta wait an
for
extra
you and me.
half hour for your food. You'll live.
You'll get the Krusty Krab pizza soon enough.
You'll get the third burger.
It
at
says
Butthole
Super
Pizza.
Supreme.
Yeah, but
Krusty
You didn't order
Krab pizza?
no.
Is the pizza?
I believe you.
What'd you order?
Super Supreme. Right there.
Yeah, but I had removed green peppers and red onions.
Well, then complain about that. That works for Sean every time.
It does. You want me to do it for you?
Yeah, let him
No,
do
no,
it.
no, I was trying to
He'll
learn-
get you stock in the store.
Really?
That's how good he is at complaining. It's amazing. I've never seen a guy get so much free shit.
But yeah,
He's gotten me free stuff. I
literally-
don't remember what it was, but
I can't
He's
eat
gotten
the
it.
onions at all.
Yeah, it's the whole everything you order on this shit looks disgusting except the meat and the bread. Now, what is this outside garlic something or other? Is that what I was reading on this thing?
Yum.
Garlic something? What's
there he
the garlic
goes.
TV?
Oh, so you
So
got the
does-
wrong pizza, huh? Oh, yeah. Looks like you won't be needing this anymore.
I'm looking on that shit.
No, I'm talking about giant lumpkin over
Here,
here.
lumpkin.
Sure, I'll take it.
No, don't touch it till he talks to the people. They might send the driver back over.
I'll just pick it up.
Or, you know, if he says, well, no matter what, you put this shit on here that I didn't want, maybe they'll make him whole. That's what it's called.
Well, let's hope the pizza guy doesn't get fired.
I'm thinking somebody up at the store is watching this on YouTube and they're like, oh, Sean touched it. Never mind. Of course, he already brought his food. What am I saying?
Oh, it's like the slap-a-pole. You put on a.
Oh, I can see this ending badly. Oh, there goes Cobb's computer. Kate knocks it off the desk. First, he breaks his TV. Then he breaks his bed.
We put the pizza
Then
back
he
in
breaks the
the
shower head. What's next?
They're gonna
break even. Hey, Daddy, how's it going?
Caden, I hate to break it to you, but I was broke a long time ago. Way
Yeah.
before you were born.
Lisa welcome.
when he was born, he fell right on his head. He
Yeah.
was like literally.
Yeah, I seen on the doctor whenever I came. I was like, put me back in, you asshole.
Yeah, I ordered a pizza online. It was hello.
Oh, look.
We don't talk to you now.
Yeah, as soon as he
Hello?
as soon as he calls, they're like,
Then they're like, hello. Yeah.
Wait one moment for complaint department.
That's fucking great.
That's how I seen it. Yeah, those fuckers. We seen them all here. They're watching me fuck with them. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
You know,
You're watching Domino's Pizza Flip Up.
Pizza Pizza Hut.
Welcome to the special
It's
pizza episode.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pizza Hut.
Welcome, welcome to the welcome
Oh,
to
like
pizza.
one time I did,
Yes,
and I didn't think it was any better than.
Wow. We're about the same.
That's right.
Welcome to the pizza special of D&D.
Oh,
We always
I
have a
ordered
special
online.
here.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Hello.
Pizza special. Yep.
Hello.
A very special episode of World of Greyhawk.
All of a sudden, the pizza man walks up to Bart.
Bring it around
Here's your
town.
anchovy pizza.
Wow.
I didn't order anchovies. What are you talking about? Cue this.
Wow.
Can I just get
Can I just get what I wanted, please?
I can't really eat red onions. I'm allergic to them.
I can't eat what I wanted. Are you changing it into a fish sandwich?
I mean, there's
red
like the boxes
stapler.
on the side.
That's my red
like,
stapler.
remove, you know,
I want my red stapler.
where the X's were.
My red stapler. Is there any chance you could send me over some gasoline so I
Okay.
can set my house on fire? Please.
I
I want to brick up the pizza.
I need
So
to send an
they're shooting it
insurance
back
fraud.
out.
Can I ask about the game?
Flip it correct.
So he said,
Go ahead and eat it.
no, he said delivery guy will figure out what to do with it.
Oh, it's where the pizza was sitting.
Oh,
What is it, dust?
No, it's
No.
wet.
moisture.
The kind of
Oh.
The moistiness.
It's like,
All right, so
can I get a glass though?
sure. Hey, get him a glass.
Oh, what
Give a
kind?
glass there, you. Hey,
Just pick one. They're all
why
the
did
same.
you pour shit in? Pull your pants up.
Big glass or
What
little
are you in the
glass?
city?
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I just want
Welcome to the
something.
city.
I don't want to drink out of the bottle.
Mug root beer. Took the shit on the eraser right off, stuck to the table. Glass. Hey, when he gets here and asks for that one, put it in this box and give it to him. There's your fucking pizza back there.
At least they can get it right.
At least like you get the right company.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your Papa John's pizza hints. Like,
Yeah,
what a
I ordered
KFC
a
bucket. Hints of a
That's
bucket
what
of
I
chicken.
prefer. Keep it cold.
Here's your
After you pour it
Here's
out.
your Domino's pizza hints of a KFC bucket of chicken.
Yeah, with all the crust taking lick off just filled with a skinless pizza left in there. Slimy skinless pizza.
That would be a way to fuck with people.
This
You're
this
delivery
don't
guy
taste good.
when they
Come on.
order Kentucky Fried Chicken or something. You just have a load of the freaking skin fucking laying around.
I still eat it. I like that. I like the skin of the
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they gave me. I don't know what to tell you. I thought it felt a little light.
Here's your unlimited breadsticks from Oliver. It's just 2 breadsticks. Completely unlimited.
I'm missing the D4.
I'd like my money back now.
I mean, it is unlimited, but you can only have 2 at a time. So.
2 in a 10 years.
No, you gotta keep paying me to drive back and forth.
You get you 2 more breadsticks every time.
Oh,
Well, okay.
Make sure you tip the driver for our fucking.
yeah, I have another.
You know what we should do next time? We should just get like 100 chicken nuggets from King.
100 chicken nuggets?
Yeah, you can get 100 chicken nuggets for just $10.
Oh,
Since you get 10 for $1.
I see. Well, that's just dumb.
Or you could get like 1,000 for $100.
I don't know. I'm starting to think you have a problem understanding that.
I don't remember.
He has a problem remembering. Just
Math.
so happens math is something you need to remember.
Oh, he has a problem remembering. He doesn't remember math.
I don't do math on the weekend.
Or during it.
No. How am I passing? How am I passing my class?
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Get a lot of noise.
It's looking for.
I see one already.
Yeah,
4.
yeah, but it was black. I don't know what happened to it.
It's probably right in front of you somewhere. Like everything else you can't find.
You talking about these dice? There's some dice over here.
No, I'm not. All right, but anyway, so he says, so that is for you to go get if you should accept this task. I'll let you guys discuss it amongst yourselves.
On top of that, there's Sour Patch.
I don't have a problem.
I'll try it. Why not? I might hate it. I might just hate it. Welcome to the food episode.
So you guys are standing there just looking at each other.
So,
So when are we gonna eat? We're at the table.
the only thing I have to do is
Wow, I'm hungry.
let the king know that nothing's up,
King King's got a tumor.
What?
Got a tumor.
and that I'm still looking.
He has brain cancer. I might as well.
It's the only thing I got to
It's
do.
misery.
I can do that for
Following
minute.
You following the chat?
I don't know.
Are you following the chat?
No. What's his job? Oh,
It's not my job.
Smash Clark. Rock
So-
can't leave. All these nice.
He called me right. So
So I believe the deal was he didn't really care if I told the king or not. But,
Correct.
So
But you know,
when we get to eat, Rock keeps looking at this big empty table.
Yeah, when are we gonna eat?
Bart's just like,
no,
He's big, I'm hungry.
Probably when we go catch it.
He's ready for a light snack. I'm ready for a full buffet.
Bart's like, all right, come on, follow me. And he walks to the middle building.
What, you mean the one with the fallen in roof?
Oh, that's right. No, he goes back to the building where you're standing. And when you walk in there, you can see that
It's a TARDIS.
yes, this building seems to be very much larger than what it should be.
All right, Rock goes back outside and looks at the building. He goes back inside. Rock goes back outside, walks around the building. Goes back to the door.
It's magic.
Walks inside again.
It's magic.
There's something wrong.
No. This is like the bag of holding.
It don't look like the bag of holding.
Well, it's different. It's a building of
You
holding.
said it's like the bag of holding, not is.
It's a building of holding.
I don't understand. Where's the food?
Your thoughts are interrupted by the scent of food wafting out the door.
Sorry, end part.
When you go inside there, you see a buffet set out with multiple choices. A buffet fit for a king.
Where's your guys?
Several places to sit and lots of pitchers. Appears to be different kinds of drink and
It tastes a couple of one I like.
cooked
And I take it.
cooked chickens and a cooked pig and
Oh, I take the pig.
cooked venison and all kinds of meat. And then there's also some fruit there and some food that you've never seen before and fresh bread and puddings and gravy and
I did the pig and gravy.
all kinds of stuff. So you guys are able, if you would like to,
Oh, hell yeah.
eat and drink as much as you desire.
I would
I will
like to.
definitely.
I will try one of everything.
Did you make those crystal scorpions?
I based those off of
I remember you said they were based off of his grandfather's.
Yes.
So you made those then? Or did you have somebody?
I did.
So it seems like you're sad they're gone, so you're wanting to replace them, or is that?
Well, when I have the resources,
Well, I was just going to ask what those resources might be, and if we're scavenging around for things, we come across stuff that you might per se
well,
need.
I still have the wand. The problem is I will have to attune those with any new thing that I make. What do you need? A pencil?
There's one right there. See right there.
So I have an extra if you need it.
I was just saying if there's a list of spell stuff that you're looking for, maybe while we're around, we could look into procuring something.
So these crystals I got from the desert. So they can't be quartz from anywhere other than where a scorpion would live.
What if we got you quartz from like the forest to turn into a different animal?
I need no quartz.
Theoretically, you could make it into any animal if you can shape it close enough.
You gotta get crystal wolf. That'd be better than a scorpion. Or a crystal bear.
Rock-clad Bart alive.
He gives you a look of disgust.
What? It's more fearsome than a scorpion.
And you know this how?
Bears are scary looking. One of them ate my brother.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll think about it.
Is there any others?
And then he's like,
Rock-clad Bart alive.
Yeah, he looks over at us. He's like,
so Bart says,
and then I look over at him and I go,
Bart says, well, thanks, Rock, but I don't know how many more times I can do this.
Then don't die.
I fear that my power is diminished a lot this time.
Get one of these things. And what is it? The amulet, I think. Pull out the amulet.
The death store ring?
Is it the ring?
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. Show me the ring. Get one of these. We bought it from the crazy spider lady. It's supposed to, if I die, it keeps me from dying. She had a bunch of them. Somebody else bought one too.
I bought one.
You bought one? You got one too.
No,
Give him yours. He needs it, apparently.
is it real?
It's real
It
cold.
is real.
I know. It doesn't mean it's real, though.
It's real though.
Anae says, well, it's
We
real.
tested
It
things.
saved me. Whenever I was frozen by the creature in the mountain, it kept me from dying.
And we
Just
tested
walk
like
once, or does it?
well, we tested the rings of teleportation also.
Yeah, no, you did. You kept bouncing around in the place.
That's cool.
Weird kid.
I want another one of those. That would be fun to have.
So it works unlimitedly?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it costs more than he can afford, so he probably used the damn thing up playing with it.
So then it does have a set amount of uses.
I don't know. None that we know yet.
Yeah, okay. Well,
No, we don't have it. Can't afford it.
I suppose we'll know when we get to
What's he want for that?
Huh?
5,000? 10,000? I forget.
it. Was
a lot.
It was like their cheapest ring, honestly.
No, this was the cheapest one.
Oh wait, for that? I
Teleport
think they
thing.
wanted.
You didn't buy it because you
5,000.
couldn't afford it. You're one with all the gold.
I think they wanted 5,000 for it. I don't remember.
is there any other
That'd be cool.
components you're looking for things?
She's got everything. Why don't you just go buy whatever you need from her? She's got everything. What was it? Wanda or something?
Yeah.
Wanda's Magic Emporium in Waterdeep. I can show you where it is. Her helper's name
Something
is Tim.
something to consider.
She's got everything. Aisles and aisles and aisles of shelves and shelves and shelves of all this shit that I don't know what it does.
It's called a Costco.
Although
The Magic Costco. It's all kinds of cool stuff. I got this this other thing here. I show him this I think it's an amulet. Yeah, I pull out this necklace. I'm like, I got this too, and it'll make me look human if I wanted to. come in handy. We're going to town, and everybody's afraid of the big bad ogre.
Have you had to use it yet?
Oh, I'm afraid to use it.
Well, I
Might die.
Die?
I might die when I use it. It'd go wrong, and I wouldn't survive the change or something.
You're saying
He
it's
says,
not
would
made
you-
for a creature of your size?
He says, do you have one of those?
No.
I'm the only one
My
that-
hat works well.
I'm the only one that bought this thing.
Yeah, he used my hat once and then got a big green stain on his head.
Yeah,
He laughs.
yeah, I used that quite a few times.
Yeah, that hat is made specifically for Muggling.
So what was it doing when I was using it? What was it doing to me?
Who knows? Some kind of side effect of not being made for you, I would assume.
Well, I didn't mind that ring on my head.
Can I see the amulet?
No.
I would just determine if there's some bad drawback to it.
There's no bad drawback.
Then why are you scared to use it? You're
'Cause I
sitting
could
right
die.
there. Yeah, that's called a drawback.
No, it's not.
Bart's like, that sounds like a bad drawback to me. But let the ogre, let him live, let him be
I
free.
use it when I need to. I'm fine.
He'll either live or die, just like everybody
Let the
else.
ogre win.
Okay, so he says, okay, so he rolls up,
Hey, Clark asked me a question.
he walks outside.
So is there any other
Yeah, while you guys are
components you're
sitting there
looking
eating, and you just kind of hear him go,
Yeah.
Why me?
enough. And then he comes back in holding
Yes,
the rolled
yes,
up
I do,
scroll.
the donkey.
And it's tied up. And he says, well, Mugleb, I know you the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm hurt
But-
by that.
And he hands it to you.
Thank you.
Oh.
What? You don't trust me with it?
I don't think you would intentionally destroy something that could lead you to something that would, riches and treasure
I didn't
and
want it.
whatever.
I was just.
But-
Oh, that's cool. We just met this guy.
I know that you enjoy fighting things, and
No, that's cool.
a stray sword slash could.
I understand.
I know he's not a frontline fighter, and of course you aren't either. but-
It's all right.
Um.
I'm usually the bait.
Okay, so
With a good bait
Hey.
you are.
What are we getting for doing this for you? I've learned being with Mugleb all these months that ain't nothing free.
Yeah.
roll me a charisma check.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Can I help with the goblin smile?
You can assist, which means you get
I
advantage on your roll.
but I need a what?
You're adding your roll to your charisma.
I need a what though?
21.
I guess I could roll a 20.
I help him with the goblin smile.
Oh well, I get
Because Mugleb's helping.
Nope.
No, what was your highest roll?
6.
Is that plus your charisma?
Oh, 12 then.
Okay. All right. So he says, I don't know. What do you think is fair, Mugleb?
Got any things that would help
Yeah.
us
He says,
individually?
hold on. I'm asking Mugleb.
That sounds like a
He
good
always,
idea.
he always says gold. He's got all those thousands of gold.
What?
Gold.
With the goblins in there.
Hey,
That sounds like a good idea.
Totally Mugleb.
cat boy. What happened? We're still broadcasting. I lost it.
Mugleb is a hoarder. He really need a bag of holding. Still have a gold donkey. Yeah, he still got it. Okay, so he's like, so what do you think would be fair?
Well, what
Or
do you
tell me
got?
what you might to ensure the success of your mission.
Either a good item of value, or maybe, and since we're gonna get eaten, maybe like 100 to 200 gold.
Do any of you like swords?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not as much as my axe.
Yeah, I'll admit I
I
don't
got a
have
big-
any.
I got a big sword. I showed him this big sword I got. It's like my size sword, but it's just a regular sword.
I'll admit I don't have any weapons
That's
that
okay.
befitting your
I like my,
immensitude.
I like my axe.
My
axe serves me well.
He says, but I do have a couple of very well-crafted short swords.
What about a dagger?
Yes.
All right.
Is that something you'd be interested in?
You wouldn't have any elven chainmail.
No. And if I did, I would not bestow it upon someone outside of the royal house.
You got anything that might help me just in general? I don't know what it would be. I got these things because these were suggested as things that might help, and it was something that we could afford. I don't know what I'm not looking for weapons. I'm happy with what I got. Just is there something that would benefit someone like me that you might have that you're not using?
He leaves the building. He leaves the room.
All right, I continue to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I get the front feet of the pig in one hand, the rear feet in the other. I dip it in gravy.
Just the hooves.
Eat like a giant ear of corn.
Yeah, but the way you did it looked like you just dipped the hooves in gravy and then you ate across the top.
No, I laid. I'm holding it. I laid the whole body and all in the gravy tray. Ow. This tea went down awful fast. It's weird. Well, over an hour. Normally my tea lasts all freaking day. Almost for Thursday.
I would also probably take 100 to 200 gold for each of us. Per person.
See, he always asks for
You
gold.
just want to carry that around? Oh,
He always
he's not
asks-
there. You
he
guys,
always
you guys
asks-
are by yourselves.
See, he always asks for gold. He's got donkey full of gold, bank full of gold.
No.
All he wants is gold. Gold don't help.
No, my donkey isn't full of gold anymore. I can start filling up with more gold.
Whatever.
And you guys can all donate your gold into the donkey.
You don't have anything that could make me stronger.
I can
smarter.
become a
No,
loan
not there.
shark.
He's apparently looking for things.
What if we became a loan shark and just started loaning people money and then beating them up later?
You mean paying him to beat them up later. Because you're not really going to beat anybody up.
I cut the profits with a loan.
Rock, smash. Smash.
Okay.
Oh, you're wanting some change?
He's out there with one leg standing at the stoplight, like help a vet.
One leg through the fence. The other one just got it over in there.
All right, he comes back with a bag and he looks at you guys and he says, "All right, let's see. Here's a lot of stuff I haven't used in a while." And he reaches in the bag and he pulls out a kind of a round piece of wood about this long.
Mhm.
And it's got some type of runic inscription along the bottom and along the top.
No, what's that?
Roll your spellcraft.
Oh, I definitely don't know what it is.
19. And your total is what?
It doesn't matter. Roll the 1.
Okay. So
It would be 20 or
It's-
19,
he's
but,
so
but I
big.
did roll a 1.
You think it's a floaty for swimming?
he says, this is a wand of fireballs.
How many uses does it have in it?
I'm not really sure.
You can always recharge it.
He says,
Fireballs.
you can use
Burn
it.
people
And he
with it.
says, and you can use it, but there's a chance it won't work sometimes if you use it.
I'd still take it.
But that's up.
Take anything.
It's up for you guys to decide who you think would be better off with this wand.
I think I'd be
What
better
I've
off with
got,
it since
so
I'll
maybe
be far
things can
back
be
with it.
evenly split up. I mean, if everything's better used by him, then obviously we're not split
Okay,
it
the
up.
second thing I found is he pulls out a little sheath and it says, this is the
There's the one ring of
dagger of Helmuth. It was crafted by the Smith, Helmuth, way to the west of here a long time ago. If you are using it in combat, it is extremely sharp. So you better be careful with it. It also has the ability, and then he looks at Rock, and then he looks at you, and then he looks at you, and he turns around and he throws it at the table, and it hits the table, and then he goes, and you see it fly back to his hand.
I would like that.
Yeah, you like everything, but I would agree. Seeing you fight, that probably is more your style.
And he says, and last but not least,
His AP is an apple for Rock.
he reaches in and he pulls out what appears to be a belt.
Oh, that would be good.
Belt, a wide leather,
with belt.
lots of leather work to it, stamping. Got this wide buckle showing a some type of feline on it. And he says, this belt, I made this myself. I don't have a name for it, but whoever wears this,
Belt of Bart.
it allows you to
I keep it in my dungeon.
leap
Secret dungeon.
a very great distance, and in so doing, if you leap, I know that you can surprise your enemy with an attack from above, and for lack of a better term, you would dive bomb them, and it would give you extra.
So are we allowed to have all three of these?
Would that
Or just
fit
one
on
of
me?
I think so.
Are we
I
allowed
think
to have
so.
all- I would take all three.
I would like the belt. We know.
Yeah, I
we want
would.
everything.
I would
always.
pass out all three. Of them. I would like the dagger.
He says, anyway,
in specific.
these are the things that I found, and I picked them purposely because I thought that the wand would go to you, the dagger would go to you, and the belt would go to you.
That sounds smart.
But you all are free to take
can
these
have
as
the
you see fit.
fireball.
Now, here's the thing: these aren't yours; they're mine. Okay, so don't steal them
Oh,
because that will be bad.
so I can't keep them.
If I decide to give them to you, you can keep them, but that's not my decision yet. My decision is you may use
These are to
them.
help us retrieve the bag.
I reach
That's
for the belt.
true. I will. All right, we'll get your bag.
I reach for the belt.
Okay.
So what do I have to do to jump with it?
Jump.
So it just makes me jump. I don't. So I got to be careful when I jump, and I got the belt on.
How would I? So do I just snap and the dagger would come back to me?
Yes. You have to take this dagger though, and you have to
Love it.
Ow.
spend some time with it so it gets used to you.
All right.
So I take the fire.
I will take
wand.
Okay, so the word for the wand is my favorite word of all time.
Kettle corn.
No, explosion.
That's great. Explosion. Well, I'm gonna try to throw it in the ground and then like snap it.
He looks at you. I just said you got to spend time with it.
Well, yeah, I'm spending time with it.
No, like all night,
Oh,
Just have it.
or
with you.
more technically, 8 hours.
oh, that's too bad.
Hey, if you don't have it, don't send it back.
I'm gonna pick it back up.
Of course, if they. Anyway, so you pick it up.
Yeah, does this have any extra damage on
You get the wrong pizza? They put onions and green peppers on it. Oh, you don't know. I can't eat the onions at all. Okay.
Sorry about that. No.
Kill this before he goes away?
Anchovy.
Hurry up. Yeah, now you got an
He
anchovy.
just opened it
Oh, did
while
he?
he was standing at the
All right,
side.
just making sure you. Yeah, that looks like the shit you did.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just
So
bad.
if you
No,
have
it's
those
not that
items, make sure you write those items down so you know that you have them.
Yep. Bart's belt. No, belt of Bart. Belt of Bart.
I put this magic dagger. Magic dagger of Hellsmith. The magic dagger of Hellsmith. Hellsmith.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bart. I'm sure this will aid us in acquiring this bag.
I have this elven dagger. I don't know what I do.
If we find the bag and we
I'll
are
take
able
it.
to get it back,
But I want
how do if it still holds stuff inside it, right?
That's just it. I don't know what's going to be in there.
If it devoured somebody, would they be alive possibly, or
If
I
you're
doubt it.
devoured, you're sent to the cosmic millennial void.
it. Is that bad?
but it could hold stuff?
Yeah, that's bad. That's where nothing resides.
I've never met.
Well, now something resides.
That's why you can't be brought back, because once you go there, there's nothing.
Yeah.
If it's got stuff in it, how do we pull the stuff out? You know how to make it.
Well, you
work.
have to know what's in it to get it. That's
Well,
the way.
what- If we
bag of
don't know,
holding
how
is
do you get stuff out?
Well, and theoretically, you would turn it inside out, and then everything dumps out at once, and you take your chances.
What do you mean? Take your chances.
Well, if something's in there that's
Alive.
or a trap
Or a
who
void.
knows? No, they're turning it inside out won't cause there to be a void. The thing that's the void is when you do something that changes the space unnaturally.
There's probably a word or something that he utters, or whoever's in possession of it utters, that causes it to eat whatever it's wanting to. And
That I
that's
don't
what-
know. I mean, that's certainly reasonable. It could be
I think we might want to take this.
opening it, and if you're within the area of effect, could be. It could be as simple as that, where it just doesn't make any sound. Or it could be a command where if he sets it down and says, attack, and the thing, roar.
Oh, can you dodge?
I've never seen it.
So you can dodge it if it tries to eat you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Is that a spellcraft for the plane cosmic void?
As in what? I'm not sure. What
Oh.
what information are you trying to gather?
To see if maybe if you open a portal to it, it doesn't create like a suction void or something, or
Yeah,
automatically.
Well, I wouldn't put that under spellcraft. I would put that under some other type of
Yeah.
field, which you can make a non-proficient roll on a 30 if you wanted to.
I'll do that.
What? Well, before you roll, what kind of information are you trying to
How
get?
let's know that.
You want to know what?
If you open a portal there, will it just absorb everything?
I'm trying to determine if it creates a vacuum that literally just sucks things into that.
Yeah, basically that. Is it like a black hole?
I don't think that information is specific to. I'm not sure. You have to rephrase that question so I understand.
Okay. If you open a porthole to the plane of the cosmic void, does that create like a suction, like a vacuum?
I
Would it
see.
create,
Okay.
where it would suck things into
Go
it
ahead and
because
roll.
there's nothing
Roll
there.
30,
I might want higher.
and you're
level.
adding your intelligence to the D30.
Oh, can I roll 2?
And
So
you need a 41.
Can I roll 2?
Yes.
15 and
So you got
18
12.
is what?
33.
I got a 30.
Ooh, close, but no.
You got to what?
You got a 30.
In your case, you might. What's your intelligence?
10, but I can't remember. I couldn't have gotten
So you need to roll natural 30 to have gotten that information. Okay. So you all have eaten. You've been gifted things, hopefully, to help you to achieve your objective. You've been told you need to spend 8 hours with that magic item to get it to know to react to your snap alone and no one else's. So
If we have to, if this bag attacks us, we have to defend ourselves. What
then
happens?
you got to defend yourself.
I mean, what happens if I chop the bag in half?
You're not going to chop the bag.
I know a regular bag of holding, if you damage it, it just becomes non-magical and becomes a sack.
This one might explode.
Well, if it explodes, it's better than getting eaten and sent to.
I mean,
Not necessarily.
my first guess wouldn't be that it would explode because all you're doing is cutting a hole in the fabric. You're not adding an extra dimensional space into this action.
Okay.
Unless you have a weird weapon that causes an extra dimensional space to appear.
Or a shadow weapon.
But if it were to get destroyed, would that still be mission complete or mission fail?
That would be mission fail. But if you bring me the item and I can, fix it, then it would be a success.
So you're just going to put that
Because I've got a lot of time on my hands now.
So
and
you're just-
fixing a broken magic item is a very good way of passing the time.
So my question is, I thought you were going to take this and put it in a vault so it can't be used again.
That is my plan.
Okay, but if we destroyed it and brought it back, why would you fix it?
Because it's fun. That's why. And because I do what I want.
Okay.
Yeah. Bart does what he wants.
Oh, let's go. I guess. No reason sitting right here and wasting.
All right.
What time of day is it?
Oh, it's like a little past midday, I guess. He said, "You all are welcome to stay here if you like.
Yeah, well.
If you wanna,
Okay.
you want to get more in tune with that weapon."
I'm already getting
Bart's just like,
You see what I got to work with?
"Oh no, I've worked with him before."
I'm already getting all kinds of
Another
other
scholar.
with this dagger.
Cool, it works immediately for me.
Are we
Okay.
there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Are you guys going to stay here for the rest of the remainder of the day?
Yeah,
And-
I would like to.
Okay, so he basically shows you all to a larger room inside of this place, and there are there's like 8 different beds there, and so you're able to pick wherever and relax. And there's chamber pots and water and all kinds of stuff. So he says, "All right, well, you guys can let yourselves out when you're ready to go. I'm gonna go do something else."
I could go.
And he leaves. So you guys are now in the room, and you can do whatever you
I'm
want.
going to cast comprehend languages and try to read the writing on the scroll that's on the
Okay.
bag of holding.
Let's see.
Guess we're magic ruins. Hey, can you make?
Okay. So you cast the spell,
Mhm.
and you realize that the runes are magical, but you cannot read them because you need read magic.
Okay.
Do you have read magic?
Yeah, but I don't have it
Memorized.
Yeah, for the day. So
Hey, can you make those coins that glow, or can you make stuff that glows, like light coins? Light coins. Like I don't know. Can you make things light up in place of a torch that stay lit up forever? I showed you my belt buckle, and it glows. I left a flap on it. It glows like daylight. I don't remember. Can you see in the dark?
Yes. Oh my God, are they gonna play SpongeBob with the halftime show?
No, I cannot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think they're gonna play SpongeBob.
Maybe Bart can give us a couple of those while he's here. Is Bart still out here with us?
You can see in
No.
the dark, can't you?
No. No, that's why I have the horn. I mean the buffalo.
You see in low light though, right?
I don't see any better than a human.
Oh.
I wish I did. That would be cool, but I don't.
You see like I do, right?
We usually send him up front because he can see in the dark.
All right, you can see in low light, right?
Oh yes.
But you can't see in darkness. right?
Yeah.
No, I can see in complete darkness.
Oh, you
We
can.
send
I have
him
night
alone.
vision.
Yeah, he's like the elves.
Yeah, but
You are.
the elves
Elves are
only
gangster.
see in low light.
But I can see in
I
complete
thought-
darkness.
You have infrared, do you not?
Okay.
I have infrared.
It's the same thing. It's called it.
So are you guys done then? You go to sleep and
I'd like to see Bart at some point, if possible.
okay, so what do you do about that?
Did he go back in the building?
He left the room.
Oh, wait,
but
we
he
were-
showed you guys too.
Did he leave through the front door? Or did he's like go?
This is a room inside this building, so he just walked out of the room and left you guys there.
I go to the door, he walked out.
And you're, for lack of a better term, you're in a maze.
I knock on the door. Bart! I wait. If I don't hear anything, I'll try to open the door and then say,
It
Bart.
opens.
Bart!
As you look out, you just see a long corridor going left and right and a couple doors here and there.
Let me check the door. Maybe he'll stop back in before we leave tomorrow. I go get comfortable somewhere. I don't know.
There's beds all over the place.
Oh, then I go get comfortable. With...
You must have been asleep when I described this.
No, I think I was mesmerized on the food. Now that I'm full, I'm mesmerized on finding somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, there's like 8 beds, and every bed has
I put a couple beds
chamber
together.
pot and
I put a couple beds together to make
Water.
one big comfortable bed.
all right, yeah. So
All of a sudden,
I
there's
take
no
a couple
bed.
of a couple of pictures of drink over with me, and I party out.
This is Rock's party.
Rock puts on his headphones.
Eating a full-on pig.
That's great.
Hey, where'd you get that falafel?
Okay then. I don't know, but it's pretty awful if I have to say so myself.
Did you fart?
No.
Let's hope not.
Called butt music. Don't you know?
It is. Okay, that's great.
So I
Didn't
go
fart.
to bed so I can memorize my spells. And
Middle of the day. I was taking an afternoon nap after feeding myself pig and gravy.
Nice.
is there anything of interest around here, Bart?
Are you here? I was looking for him earlier. He walked away. He went through that door. I went and looked through that door. It's a long hallway. It's a maze. That's why I said I hope Bart comes back before we leave.
I don't think he's gonna come back. He said we can let ourselves out, which probably means
That's right. That is exactly what he
Like I
said.
said, I hope he comes back.
yeah, I don't think he's coming back. I think that phrase was entirely meant to say, I'm not coming back. You're not waiting. Oh, hey, I got some foam for work. Does anybody need some?
Kind of
For like figs? You know,
Foam for. You be more specific what you're talking about.
Like about that thing.
You mean like to
Right.
store them in?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't. I mean, we got
Like
this
it.
case back here. Put everything in.
I think if anyone's guarding this, we would probably do best to take them by surprise instead of risking him using the bag on us.
What?
Yeah, I bet they're still on guard in the bag.
I thought what we were going to
I
do
think the bag's just sitting in somebody's chest.
is
somewhere.
yell, surprise, throw you at them, and then attack them head on.
What if I just threw the dagger at him and then after we yelled surprise, then you threw me at him?
I think the bag is just sitting in somebody's chest in a room somewhere.
Dude, I was being sarcastic.
It's not moving.
I would never
according to-
expect to take them head on.
Hey, he's thrown me at an opponent before and it worked just fine.
Yeah, I've thrown them across a boat too.
That's great.
He threw me over a wall.
I
He threw me across a river.
I throw goblins at football.
He also threw me across a river once. That was great.
That moat.
Yeah.
With the motor on the castle.
Well, still impressive.
Yeah. Well, I was impressed you didn't die when you hit the other side. That was more the impressive part. I'm good at throwing goblins. That's
What do they
one
normally
of our
die?
strategies in Blood Bowl.
What do they normally
Yeah,
do?
but you're usually trying to kill them.
No, we have one. I throw him, and he runs with the ball. It's normal, but not, so we tried that at the castle moat. I threw him across the moat and landed on top of the wall. Worked out good.
So you're saying that 10 times the goblin dies in Blood Bowl when you throw him?
Lots of goblins die in Blood Bowl.
No, when you throw them.
Well,
true.
sometimes, yeah.
Oh.
It's not the throw; it's the landing that kills them, or what they land in.
What? When could they land in a blood bowl?
A horde of the enemy team.
Yeah, the other team trampling them.
We'll fight all kinds of weird shit. Undead just gang up on you and start eating on you.
Why would they let undead in blood bowl?
There's all kinds
Why
of
not?
teams in.
That's-
We always kill the undead though.
Oh.
They never leave alive or in one piece.
Is that because they come get that?
But they don't arrive alive either.
They don't enter alive. And they don't leave alive.
They never leave alive, right?
Why,
Because they
man?
showed up dead.
One man enters, two men leave. What?
Okay, so what spells do you memorize in the morning and wipe your face off?
I have a bar down here, but armor, comprehend
No,
language.
did you write? As long as you wrote them somewhere.
Yeah, I just put lines.
Okay. Did you do read magic?
Read magic and
Okay.
comprehend language.
So here's
I needed both of them.
when you
right?
look at
I
Well-
look at the paper. I can't read though.
whenever when you cast read magic, you can read the magic runes, or you don't need comprehend languages for that.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I won't memorize comprehend language.
Okay.
I'll take that as something else.
Sources.
Okay, so as far as your belt goes, Rock, here's what you need to know. You can leap 30 feet forward or high, or anywhere in between, or 10 foot backwards. And that is in addition to whatever other movement you have. So basically, you're slowly turning into the Hulk.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, man,
That's
he's
what he
getting-
does.
I was like,
He
man, he's about to get the
jumps,
Hulk jump all of
yeah.
a sudden.
Not quite like the Hulk, but
Similar.
mini Hulk.
I got Thor's knife.
Okay, your knife, after you've spent the time with it, it's a magical knife.
Yeah.
It has +2,
Ooh, +2 to hit.
and it is called a dagger of return. The actual name is the dagger of Helmuth, but
The dagger of Helmuth.
Yeah. that was the blacksmith's name, the weapons.
I remember.
So anyway, did you write that down?
Yes. So it does a bond with me then?
I don't know about bonding, but yes. And you don't get any sense of it being intelligent.
Well, I mean, like, lower it down. Does it respond in, like, commands eventually?
Yes, that's.
Like, after
Hey, turn around and talk outside and then ask it the same question. It's the same response you're going to get from me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey, you know that's called insanity when you keep asking the same question and expecting a different answer.
I know I'm insane.
Are you? Oh, good.
Just,
We need
just
to
so
go.
you know that you know.
Your bloodline. Hey, Isaiah comes. That's
Your
That's
mistake.
not really true.
Your mistake.
I know for a fact.
And your mom is a
the mailman
teacher,
was
right?
Going by when I wasn't watching.
What?
Nothing.
Don't make me throw the metal glove at you again. I don't want to, man.
The only person I know that can throw the metal glove at your dad and hit yourself.
What?
You're the only person I know who can throw the metal glove and hit yourself. You're like, oh, I didn't do that again. Yeah, you go to throw it, and you're like, bam!
Okay, so do you guys do anything before you leave that I need to be aware of?
Nope.
Okay, then I guess you guys set up.
Bart ever come back?
No.
He didn't come back to the room you guys were in.
I go open that door again. Bart!
Okay, when you go back to the door and you look out, you're basically back right where you came in the building the first time.
Alright, I guess I'm leaving. Bart's done with us.
Rock, roll me a
He'll only return if we have the bag.
Rock, roll a d30 and add your level to it. What's your total?
27.
Okay. So no, you do not see Bart anywhere on your way out.
We leave. I guess.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, at the end of the last thing, did I ever go up a level? I was close, and then I don't know what happened at the very end because they didn't like assign any points, so I don't know. I was just wondering.
Let me look.
Meanwhile, the orchestra's back. They seem to come around every now and then.
So do you know what animals you have with you right now?
Yes, I have a donkey.
And what else?
No problem, I do.
The second donkey got, the second and third donkey got taken off with. Oh.
So we have the infatigable?
No, that also got sent back to Braco.
Okay.
And then the second donkey got sent back with.
So you just have your
The
donkey.
hammer guy. I
You
don't
just have
know
your
his
donkey.
name. Yeah.
Hammer!
Yeah.
She's still listening.
So I'm gonna ride my donkey.
Sounds like a song. Gonna ride my donkey. Or I got a donkey to ride.
You know what? That's close enough. Sure.
Oh, we're leveling up.
Well, he is.
Oh.
So what you need to do is roll a d10.
You got a 1.
You look at it? 9.
No. The 9's next to it. That's a 1.
We'll re-roll it if it's a 1.
It's a 9. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I said he rolled a 1 before he ever rolled a 9. It's a 9.
Oh, that's a 9.
It's a 9D actually, but it's
90
Counts as a
extra
9.
hit points.
yeah. I'll take the 90.
All of a sudden, the dragon just eats you straight up, and you come out unscathed.
What roll the dice? I doubled my hit points.
The mage hits you with his void magic that should instantly kill you, but you're fine. You just have a light scar.
No, that's more in your hat.
No, you just got a stain on your head. But...
It went away. Did the stain go away, or is it still there? Whatever from his hat.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
What is that? If you rolled that, what would that be?
If I rolled that,
Yes.
that's a 39.
Sorry.
You trying to set up to be 1?
What is that?
That's a
100.
Let's just a 10. Because this would be your second digit, and it's just a 0, so it's even 10.
So it'll be 1.
That's 100, right?
That's 100. And if that was double 0, that was a 1, it'd be 1%.
Actually, if those are double zeros.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Depends on how you're rolling.
Same.
There's no fucking 1. There's 2 zeros on this.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be rolling.
That's looking for the 1.
Maybe D10 ain't got no 1 on it.
Hey, maybe you shouldn't be rolling initiative anymore. You have double the chance.
I never knew that.
2590.
There's no 1. There's 2 zeros.
473. That's weird.
Yeah.
No,
Why would they even use that?
Yeah, I know.
They make cheat dice. They make them all kinds of different ones. That was alright.
I'm just wondering if this is for
I'm sure it's
specific
for a game.
purpose.
I'm sure it's for a game.
Well, I know what you
sell
said,
games,
but I'm
they
wondering.
sell dice and they're cheat dice. They sell D20s.
I've never seen that.
They sell D20s with no 1s and double 20s. They sell 20s with.
Oh, yeah, I'm like looking for it. Yeah, but
You can buy any.
I'm sure I picked it up at a freaking shop without realizing what the fuck it was.
Well, they usually
wanna
cost
You wanna
several
donate that
dollars
to me
more.
so you don't ever accidentally use it.
They usually cost quite a bit more. So if you got that just
Donate
the price
to the
of a regular
weird
dollar,
jar.
you got a good
Yeah,
deal.
I'm sure I anything I bought is just generic guys.
I should
So you were
get a
trying to
double-
say
I
what-
should get a double 20.
What is this?
Yeah.
That's a 1%. This is your percent.
Right.
This is your.
Okay, but
There's only 2 digits. So this is always this digit, and this one's always this.
but there's a group of people out there.
Uh-oh.
This is-
Like, now, what he's about to say, I believe, because he said there's a group of people, which means that this is
It
probably
means
true.
him and a relative.
No. I meant like
None of
at
his
least
relatives
40
are
people.
probably game, so that's
More to the point of why they're wrong.
So they argue that that's 1.
This is a great episode,
No.
isn't it?
Because that's always on that side.
well. That Saturdays are different than Thursdays.
Always on that side.
No, I agree, but
This means
they
this is
argue
10.
that. And to prove their point, they have found a website that fucking says this shit super ass fucking backwards.
That would be Sav.
What?
Super ass fucking backwards Sav.
There's
So
literally
if
a
you want to get really
website
mad and
that
say something, you can't
explains
say the
that
word.
the
You gotta
dice
go,
work the
Sav.
other way. And everybody else is wrong.
Friends playing a game and you're mad at it. You go, quit being a Sav.
People to think
I'll be sitting there
do the
trying
right
to
thing.
sleep, and he'll be staying up late,
Huh?
and I'll hear him
No,
playing
I thought
video
you were
games, and
saying
it's like,
ice, and I'm like,
look, you guys.
"Oh,
Like, oh, man, please don't. Let me go to sleep. Then you can cuss all you want.
Okay, so we get to the cave.
Oh, the music.
No, you can have. I don't have any use for it. So,
Dude, I'm worried that
See, he prefers.
I don't want
not
to throw it away.
well,
because-
just put it in your
Oh, my
pocket,
God.
and then you can take it home.
Yeah, take it home.
Put it in your pocket.
I'd be afraid you're gonna roll too.
He prefers that you use it that way he can win.
Okay, so
You're only allowed to use it on initiative, though.
let me see your sheet. Because for some reason on mine there it shows no, but only 1 non-weapon proficiency, and I don't know where they all went. So
I only have fire ability and rope use. That's it.
that's it.
I have rope use at 2, though. Remember?
Is there a number by it?
Yeah, that's why I
Hey,
said
do we
2.
still have our?
No, the
Oh, 7.
7.
Well, it's based off dex. My dex is 7.
We still have our length. Of
Oh,
right?
I see what you're talking about.
I have a 2 in parentheses.
I
I've taken it
know.
twice apparently.
Okay, no, I understand what that is.
Okay.
That's great. Okay, so you need to take another.
Oh, I'm at the point where I have to look at it. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Oh, I see. You took an extra language. Never mind.
Did I?
Okay, that explains it. Everything's great. Everything's great.
Just keep saying that. Try to convince yourself of it.
I will.
I will.
Welcome to the episode
I
where
will.
we barely move from
I
one place to
will.
another.
I will do what? I can't remember.
According to my intelligence, I get 1 bonus proficiency.
Remember when Taco Bell had to talk
So
to
it's
dog?
only 1.
Yeah.
That's fun.
What does that mean? I have an intelligence of fucking 4.
Basically, that means
Oh, a bonus anything.
It means a little kid can outsmart you.
you took another language with that. All right, let's see what this looks like.
I love learning.
Now I'm 8.
Nah, it shows there. What the fuck, you fucking fuckbag?
Whoa. Hey, use the acronyms.
Fucking fuck. Motherfucking fuck. Motherfucker.
Weird.
What did you know?
Teabag.
It's always funny whenever you slip it all. Because you just have like a flurry of
Bag.
I want a teacher to, freaking. What do they call it when they pull the sons apart? I
I'm
can't
not sure.
remember.
Is this a weird sexual
Yeah, when
joke?
you're in school, they
Pull
make
the sons
you
apart?
pull the sons apart and tell you what every part of it is.
No.
What are you at? What's your question?
Yes, I remember that, but I don't remember what it's called.
No, yeah,
Oh.
I would
I'm
say
Yes,
Hey,
I would like to see a teacher
Text
do
your mom and
that
ask her
with
what that's
the
called.
whole sentence
Hold
of
on,
nothing
I'm
but
the teacher.
fucking
Yeah.
versions
Yeah.
of
She
fuck.
doesn't know what it's
Yes, she does. She's a teacher.
Conjugate? No, conjugate is when you
She has a
change
bachelor's
it.
degree. Ask her what it's called. She knows what it's called. Text her.
All right.
Why not? You
bother.
fuck.
I would never bother my mom.
I'm gonna bother her and tell her that you're
Saturday.
too afraid to ask her on Saturday.
I am scared.
I don't know why it's got 0 next to rope. Oh, I know why. Because it was. Ah. Yeah, I'll have to put an 8 or 7 next to that.
Why does that so?
I thought you said. Ah.
Just ask the bagpipes.
So that
Well,
was
I understand why there's.
Yeah.
Yeah, how come my suit doesn't change?
I guess
like-
it wasn't their level to change yet.
All I do is big bagpipes. I cannot
Change at every level.
No, your Thaco does. Because you are a fighter.
Saving throws sometimes stay the same for a while, depending on what you are.
Hey, bagpipe player, where are we going? I do not know I am a bagpipe player,
Okay.
and I do not answer.
So you all begin. So you've memorized. You've written down what you've memorized, and you go ahead and cast Read Magic, and you discover that those are the spells in that spell book. You will have to, at some point,
Attempt to learn them.
if you would to.
Yeah. What did the scroll say?
What's FA mean? You got asterisk FA 4 or less? Oh, fast. I got you.
Oh yeah.
Fast. I've never seen that before.
So, what did the scroll say?
What did the scroll
You
say?
couldn't read it, remember?
The scroll says.
Yeah, because I used comprehend language.
Yeah,
and
but
it
you
said I needed to read magic.
The scroll.
Well, I cast read magic
The scroll
and that's it.
says
Oh.
basically everything Bart told you about the bag.
Okay, so the magic writing on the bag.
On the bag itself.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
trying to read.
Okay. Do you reveal this?
It depends on what it says.
Just fucking read it to us. We don't give a shit. I'm not over it. What the fuck do I care?
Man, that's crazy.
You can say it out loud, whether I tell them or not.
You can fucking read it too. So just
It
read out
says.
No, you can't. It's magic. You can't literally read it.
It says. The hunger of Orbello.
And every night I will be
I
setting
used
the night-
snares.
The night will take your soul. Night is like dark night, not.
The Dark Knight. Batman's gonna take your soul. That would be a weird day. All of a sudden, Batman's like, "I've come for your soul, boy."
Okay.
this way leads to nothing.
I'm going to be setting snares every night, by the way.
That's it.
That's it.
So just tell
How do
me
you
whenever
spell
to
that? The hunger of what?
Orbello. Orbello.
So just tell me whenever to roll for that.
ORBE.
Orbello. And what are you saying?
Just tell me whenever to roll for my snares.
Okay. Okay, so it looks by the map your destination is it's going to take several days to get there.
We got several days of travel ahead of us.
So
Get your hiking shoes.
what I would like is I would like you to put your figures out there in your general marching order, along with any animals you might have. As well.
Where's Muggle?
I'm in the middle with my donkey.
There's no little tiny goblin with a.
I thought that was
That's not him. No
Let's see.
goblin.
I might have put him away.
I think you put
Could you?
mine away too.
Let's put the donkey away.
There's no donkey there, really.
Okay.
Mine's in the middle of the donkey. Where the fuck do you look?
Let's see. What do we got?
I'm in the middle.
There we got Mugweb.
I'm talking about marching order.
Oh, no, you're in the lead.
No.
Yeah.
What?
You're the scout.
Oh, right. I forgot about scouting.
Just get behind me. There's something going on. He's up being a scout. No, you're a mage. He's a scout. He's a scout.
I'm a thief.
Yeah, but you're the magic man.
I'm the magic man.
He's
Don't
a scout.
you forget it.
He's a scout. You're an addition to our group. Wait, are we still? Is there somebody else with us?
No.
There's
Just the three of us?
And
Lee.
Oh, wait,
Renee's there?
and and Janice. Janice would also be with us, wouldn't he?
So
Yeah, he's the
let's,
scout.
we find something
Then it's
different that can be your
me
guy.
and
Once you
and
have
then Janice. And
Janice
Yeah.
watches our
You want
stuff.
to pick something else? If you want to, you can.
That's fine.
Oh, man. Janice lost his youth a long time ago, I think.
Mugweb.
Muggleb's up front.
I'll be the
Donkey.
scout. I'll actually
Donkey can just.
Donkey will
Well,
be
you
the
guys
Donkey
can do whatever
will-
you want.
Donkey could be the
And then it's usually up with me. This will follow. Put you back here with
I will
us.
be scouting 100 meters ahead.
Would this be better for you, Silks?
That's Bart's character.
Well, he's had a bunch of
Yeah,
them.
that's fine.
Oh, Bart's with us?
No, I'm saying that's Bart's character.
Don't get your hopes up, Mike.
So yeah, I'm gonna be scouting ahead while we
Yes,
while we
he
travel.
disappeared to not say goodbye to us so he could sneak up and. Hi, guys! Need some help?
He's gonna be like a Pokemon trainer. Also, we're gonna walk by and be
Gotta
like,
find them all. Gotta
Hey.
find them all.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna be scouting ahead. Also,
how far ahead would you like to be?
how far is 100 meters ahead, really? In like
100 meters?
Yeah. So, some
Just
small
use feet
fry.
or yards. Don't use metrics.
Like
Yeah, don't complicate
long enough
the-
to be actually useful, but
He's
Tell-
7,000.
tell me.
not short
He's
enough.
70,000.
You tell
centimeters.
me. You tell
I
me.
wish I knew a good distance.
How far away from us do you have to be in order to get your silent noise?
Yeah, in other words, you don't want to hear us making noise.
Silent bonus?
Move silently.
Oh, well, I mean, I just have moved silently the skill.
Yes, yes. How
He
far?
might not know that. Though,
Oh,
so.
It doesn't tell me.
But it
He's-
does in the book.
Can you
If the
please tell
road's
me?
straight, he's almost at the edge of our, not at the edge of our sight. I'd say he's 2 football fields away, lengthwise.
I mean, we don't do this enough to where I don't know.
Hold on,
off the
maybe
fly.
I can find
Okay, hey,
something.
why don't you write this down?
I will be there.
I'm telling you how far ahead he is.
Yeah.
'Cause when he gets to
Hand me
that
the
point,
place.
I start walking forward. So he's 2 football fields ahead of us. 2 Blood Bowl arena fields ahead of us.
How come in documentaries they use the terms of football fields, school buses, and elephants instead of inches, centimeters?
Oh.
Because they're more familiar to the average person.
I suppose. He says, this is approximately 8 school buses long.
I don't get any weapon proficiency yet. 9 weapon proficiency.
9th.
9.
Every 3 levels for a warrior.
I want to do that master thing. You know.
It's already on there.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean you can't put
No, I
another
didn't know.
one in there.
I didn't know I had one. Okay, I guess that's good.
You can still put another one into it at 9.
Well, we'll see what else. It's a long way off. Took forever to get from 7 days.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, D&D is probably the grindiest game I've ever been in.
Depending on the distance, I can't tell you. I can say that if you were walking on the street and I was walking under my carport, I probably couldn't hear you walking on the street. So you got to take into account that you're traveling outdoors. You might be. The ground is going to make whatever noise ground makes.
I think I would go for 2 football fields.
I mean, it's
a long way though. I see what he's getting at.
That's 200 yards. That's from here, probably like to the street where we turned at the top of the hill. You want to be that far away?
How about a half a football field?
Yes.
Half of one football field. 50 yards.
I think it's
50 yards.
50 feet.
I thought we did 100 yards last time.
Yeah, we'll just do 50 yards this time.
Okay. That sounds good.
So when he gets 50 yards approximately ahead of
Now
us,
we'll use
we
my
start
new
walking.
I want him to tell me what his character does.
I think I will do the 50 yards thing. I will do 50 yards.
Okay, so I'm just, you can do whatever. I'm just saying, when you're in forest and you can't see where anybody is,
Oh, we're
there's
not
no way
on
you
a,
can
we're not on a
gauge.
road or a path.
We're not on a road.
There's no path leading.
I could have swore that I told you exactly where you
Yeah, but I didn't know there wasn't no road or some
There is
path
not.
or something.
All right, well, I will be within that.
Well, then you need to be closer. I thought you were on a road. It's a big difference for distance.
I don't think
90 feet is what we need for surprise. Get your surprise bonus. Okay, so that's what I thought it was.
You're saying because you're an elf?
Well, I thought it was the move silent, but it's surprise bonus.
If you move silently, you can move silently right behind somebody.
Yeah, but it
You're
doesn't
not making
get the
noise.
benefit of it.
Why
Yeah,
not?
it just means he's not making noise.
I don't. I think
I'm still making noise. But
I
then he's
honestly
not.
think that
Yeah,
scouting would not be good
but
in
we
this
were doing
situation.
it
and I
to
will be back
determine
with them.
to try to sneak up on.
I don't think
something.
scouting would be good in this situation, but I'm going to be back with the group.
Fine.
I'll
Since
scout them.
if we're in the woods, you can see people for miles.
I thought you said I thought it was a road or a path.
Yes.
I don't disagree.
I will scout ahead.
You will
Okay.
scout.
You will scout from up top.
Never
And
mind the Magic Man scouting.
You'll
I
scout from
will-
up top.
stay off the side of the woods about 10 feet or so.
It'd be
Up the side of the
So
wood.
just get down.
We're in the woods.
Or
There's
off
no
to the
path.
side
There's no-
of.
You're walking
path.
through a forest.
Okay.
There's no path.
There's no
You might
path.
cross
Okay.
a game trail occasionally.
So we just
I will,
discussed this.
I
20
will-
minutes we just discussed
I
this.
will
I'm gonna walk
stay-
on the side of the road.
10 feet from
Everyone's
where
always
they're
behind
traveling
us.
straight to
Yeah,
the
it
side,
changed.
one side or the other,
20 years.
so that I'm not in a direct path.
I wouldn't know that.
There's no
Scouting-
path. We're all kind of going like this
I
around
understand.
trees. It's-
But you're relatively trying to travel a straight line.
I don't even know how the fuck we're traveling in a straight line.
That's a good
We're
question.
going in a general direction.
You
I don't
are.
have internal compass,
Does
so I don't
anybody have
know.
direction sense?
No.
I would say
Wait, didn't you name?
general
Direction
knowledge
sense?
When the sun's up there, I have no fucking idea which direction
means
we're going.
you know that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. You know which way therefore would be north or south. You know you need to go south. So
It's that general direction.
that is that general direction. Correct.
Which we're
According
kinda
to
going around
the
trees
map,
and
That is on the scroll that you have that shows the map that matches
Alright.
up with what his
So-
map shows.
So I'm going to try to attempt to stay 90 feet ahead.
Okay.
So if I
That's
can
fine.
get my surprise bonus.
Okay.
If I happen to.
Okay. So the first day's travel,
Feel like catching you?
you're still in the Emerald Forest.
Yeah, the Emerald Forest. Wait, do I have all of these?
So roll a d12.
I think it'll be guarded by like elves or something. 11.
Yeah, it probably is. But so far, no patrols have been spotted.
11.
Or-
and that night I will be seven with.
Okay.
Should I roll?
So that night, is there any watches or none?
Yes, sir.
And that's fine, whatever you do.
I take first watch.
I will take second one.
I have to study for spells.
And
Uh,
A will take
You
third.
don't cast any other spells?
And then I take third.
No, but I
Like
cast
normal.
Okay.
No, I casted spells.
Very
so-
average night.
Yeah, so
And A will take a watch.
He takes his
Takes
third
third.
watch.
He takes. So we're going. First watch is
Like normal, rock, Muggleb, then an A.
rock.
That's basically our default.
Mugleb,
Unless something were to change.
NA. Okay.
Wait, me first and Chris Brown.
Yeah, it's because you have the big light that will wake other people up also.
Well, the light.
The spell copy
But
transfers
me first.
I don't know.
a spell
Wake
into my
people up.
spell.
I mean,
Correct.
it's like turning on the light in a dark room when people
I mean, it may
sleep.
not be paid.
Okay.
It may not be the thing where we want the light on yet.
Yeah.
Just wait me up first, and then we'll go from
And I do not have to
You
be
can
able
eat
to
those
cast a
free.
spell in
We
order
name them
to
the colors
copy
we
it,
like.
right?
I ate one. I'm good for today.
there. 8-1.
I ate one. I only have one. I'm not much of a sweet tooth at all. I can never eat my Halloween candy. I'm like, ew, too much chocolate. Well, it appears. I just imagine whenever the DM leaves, it's like all the players like, oh, how are you? All of a sudden, the world just freezes.
Turn over and add some experience and gold to
I'm gonna make my hit points from 36 to 37. No way he'll notice. And I'll give myself the epic hammer of Cthulhu with the ability to instantly kill anything it touches. And I also give myself 9999 strength. He'll never notice.
What's weird? How did it go?
How did the goblin get jacked so quickly? Just a goblin with a six-pack. That's a weird idea. Has anyone ever even done that? I don't think so.
One of my favorite weapons I got was a Vorpal blade.
Oh, Mortal Blade? Like from
Vorpal.
Oh. What's that do then?
You roll a
Bad shit.
percentile, and if you roll like 100, chops their head off, killing them instantly.
Oh.
It took me like 2 years of real time to make it.
Yeah. Wait, how does 2 years of real time make it?
Gaming for 2 years in real time.
Well, how many days in the game would it make it?
You're probably looking at 20 years in game time.
No. And only for a percentile to cut someone's head off? No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, you can cut like arms and legs off and stuff on lower percentile, but when you roll high percentile, literally their head comes rolling.
It's just like you slice their arm, all of a sudden. Ow, my up.
It's like super sharp.
Spangler.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to go out and work at my cousin's house tomorrow.
I remember when Sour Patch Kids came
It'll
out.
be a nice day tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Mid
can't.
50s, sunny all day.
Yeah, but her roof on her shed won't be dry for a week, so I can't finish that. I've been trying to finish.
It's warm all day today. All night it'll be in the 40s.
Yeah, but you gotta have the wood dry out. I'm putting a metal roof on it with screws in it, and if it's all wet and swollen, and I put the screws in it and it dries out, it'll freaking pop the screws out or back them on. And I gotta do a sky. She's got a skylight in it. Otherwise, I would have had the damn thing done already.
Oh man. Look at that. That's fun. That looks like fun.
What was that, chess?
It's a super chest. Imagine getting cross map sniped by a rook.
Cross map snipe.
Yeah, all of a sudden
There
you're
ain't
like,
no sniping.
well, I mean, you got your pawns, like, I put on my pawn. And there goes your pawn. Rook's got it from here.
your dad at? What do you do for
I don't
downstairs?
know.
Do nothing.
You can tell if he went in the bathroom.
I thought he went downstairs. Didn't he?
Dang, a
I
dad,
don't know. I just assumed he went downstairs. I don't know.
a dad joke battle. Let's hear this. This should be fun.
Let's not.
I didn't hear it.
How many lips does a flower have? 2 lips. Good. That'd be good.
I feel like I've gotten stupider from here. Oh, see, it already worked. Huh?
It's a dad joke. What do you call a grandma that is dating? Old Bay.
Please make it stop. Make it stop. Quick. Somebody grab the monkey and toss it at him. All right.
Oh, look, he's finally.
Not you, your son. He pops through the door. Quick, grab the monkey, toss it at him.
I would like
Everybody, observation.
I would like you to roll a D12.
1.
He's got.
Release.
Okay.
Almost forget.
Okay.
Remember, I'm way out in front.
That's
Oh,
weird.
is that for?
Hey, I see a picture of your mom dressed up the other day. Did you see that?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Why are you so interested in my mom?
This is gonna be bad.
I don't like it.
She's going on a date or something?
How dare you insult my mother?
Is that even a woman?
How dare you?
Yeah, it's Lisa.
How dare you insult my
It's not the
mother?
one I remember, but
She's changed.
sometimes people change.
She's got
Yeah.
her hair is different.
That's it. I don't remember seeing that purse before.
Well, it's been years.
Son gave it to her Christmas last year.
Well done, son.
Along with the outfit.
All right, so
So is that for watch or is that?
That means we.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know if that was. I didn't know if
You
that
never
was,
want a 1 on a D12 when you actually roll D12.
Yeah.
You see him smile when you said a 1?
I was
Dang it,
simply
why-
asking, was that for watch or are we moving?
No,
during
you're not
the
on
day?
watch.
Mudlab,
Yes.
you're on watch,
It's always bad when I roll 1 on D12.
and you're using your infravision and looking out. When
Oh, no.
your infravision briefly catches a glimpse
The little battery light comes on.
of a female form, female goblin form.
Ooh.
I have an
But who's
anti-mind
gonna get
control
some?
ring if this is going to be one of those kinds of deals.
Yeah, he's gonna get some. Bam!
I'm going to just go and get Rocco.
So you go over to.
I'm
Okay.
like, I don't trust
Now I don't remember. Are you guys? Do you have
No, we don't have
like
tents.
no tents, no nothing?
Not anymore.
Well, we don't have any tents.
Bummer.
Well, we used to.
Yeah, but we don't have any tents.
Mhm.
We don't have any, I mean, because technically we could put them on a cart. I never slept in a tent anyway, so
No, you slept in the tent. We got a big one for you.
I don't know.
All right, so you go and.
It's
wake up
cold,
Rock.
yeah. It's not-
Probably like.
So you trying to alert everybody that we're.
Well, yeah, I woke you up because I'm like,
By slapping your hands, make a noise?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think I saw a goblin.
I think I'm seeing a goblin.
Hey, I actually have a small tent.
Like over there, I point to the direction
didn't
where I
pitch
think
it,
I saw it.
Misfits,
Is there
right?
someone there?
I don't see nothing.
No, you unfortunately cannot see,
No shit. I don't see nothing.
and you look back and you don't see anything.
I could go. I'm gonna go search around.
Why don't you go
I'm
search
just-
around, see if you can see where there's 300 or 400 more.
So am I sleeping already?
Yes.
Don't forget.
Go.
All right, I'm gonna go search around the perimeter.
I stay awake and just sit there and listen and see if I hear anything while I'm waiting for him to come back. He doesn't come back?
So you search, huh?
The
Okay.
perimeter. The
Roll.
perimeter.
Roll a perception check. You're adding your level to a D30.
Perception check.
You're adding your level to a D30.
That was an observation.
You're adding a level to a D30.
That was an observation. You call it observation?
28 plus 7. So.
Okay, look at you go.
28 plus 7.
That's 35.
Oh, D30, 28. For some reason, I'm like, how do you get 28?
Okay,
Don't
so
worry about it.
Because you rolled a D30, that's why.
Rock is just kind of hanging out there. The tent's over here. Mule's over here. You're over here. You search. And when you come around a tree, you notice that there is a form that appears to go into the tree.
Hey, I think there's something in this tree.
He's yelling back now.
Oh my god. I don't answer back because I know better even though I'm wrong.
I'm gonna look at the tree then.
Okay, it appears to be a spruce tree. I don't know.
Well,
Just a tree with leaves.
I'm gonna look
It's about 30 feet tall, nice and bushy.
I'm gonna look inside this thing. That's where the form went in.
So you go up to examine
Yeah.
where you think this entity melded into the tree. Nice. Okay. First thing I want you to do is roll a d10.
I know a druid if you're a tree spirit. I roll a d10.
Yep.
3.
Okay. Do you have a reaction adjustment on your dexterity?
Yes.
What is it?
Plus 2.
Well, lucky for you, because just then something gets ready to fly out of the tree and you have a chance to react. So, what's your action?
Yeah, basically. And then I roll out of the way.
You're just trying to avoid being grabbed?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's...
Whoa!
Are you...
Whoa, mama!
Are you parrying, or are you going to try to move?
Dodging. Where I'm going to try to move away. Get out of the way. You don't, baby.
Are you moving, or are you dodging?
I'm dodging.
Okay, roll initiative.
I'm going to try and roll away or something like that.
Beat an 8.
3.
All right, so
Also, I move on very fast.
you do. So you would go first. So with your quick reflexes, you're dodging. Okay. So what that is that's half your level is subtracted from this thing's trying to get you, or you add that onto your armor class.
Added onto my armor class?
Well, it makes you harder to hit.
My
So
armor class is 5.
what's half your level?
So, well, what's half of 7?
You round down in D&D. So 3.
All right, then.
So really your armor class is 2 for this particular attack. So out of the tree comes this, appears to be a goblin entity.
Goblin entity.
And it rolls and hits an armor class of 4.
Nope.
So
I have an armor class of 2.
all right, then you managed to dodge out of the way, and now
Hey!
you're standing there on the ground by each other. And that's where that round ends.
Yeah, I think there's definitely someone here just tried to grab me.
You're staring at it.
And it's right here. I'm staring.
Okay, so Rock hears that.
Hey, oh.
I'm going to move towards the sound.
There's a
Okay,
thing out
you
here.
have an action.
Try to grab it, I guess.
You're going to try to wrestle it?
Yes.
Grapple it? Okay, roll initiative. Beat a 2.
1.
You did.
And I'm
All right.
very fast already, so that'd be very, very
All right,
fast.
so try to enter into it square first. Roll a d20,
There it
and
is.
then tell me what armor class you hit.
5. No.
What armor class did you hit?
I don't know. So what would it be for, like...
It's just your melee attack on the left of your sheet.
Oh.
And subtract your dice roll.
Yeah.
What'd
so
you get?
17 minus 5 is
12. Okay, so you can't even get a hold of it. It's like zoop zoop, and then it's its turn, and it's going to try to do something on you. And it looks at you and it says in Goblin, "Follow me."
You can't control my mind though.
And you automatically are like, "Ugh," and it's like, "Argh," and it gets all mad.
Yeah, nah, that's not good.
All right. So on your turn, you move over there in the darkness. What?
When I think I get to where I heard the sound, I I unleash my belt buckle.
Okay, so make me a simple dexterity check to avoid anything that you can't see in the darkness.
So I still want.
You're taking your
Under.
d20 and you're rolling and adding your dexterity to that.
So I'm wanting a 21 or higher.
Correct.
18.
Okay. So along the way, you like bump into a tree limb, and it doesn't do any damage and it doesn't knock you down, but it does stop you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. At the end of the round, the creature changes, and it looks like a small tree with legs and branches for arms and a face in the trunk.
Well, that doesn't look good.
Okay, so next, and it looks like it's very mad at you. It's trying to attack you. So,
I'm gonna grab it.
what's your action? You're going to try and grapple it
I'm
again?
gonna get it,
Okay.
and then I will make firewood out of its
Can I
corpse
move some more to end of the turn?
in order to.
My other half of my move?
No.
Okay.
But now you have a. You
Am
still
I
gonna
able
try to get
to
over there?
from the sound?
It's kind
Probably-
of like you're in the darkness. You hear the sound of commotion, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna undo my belt buckle and run over there.
Okay. Roll
That's my
initiative.
action.
I undo my belt.
Beat a 2.
7.
Okay.
I'm still in very fat.
You are.
So do I beat it?
Yes. So roll.
Damn it.
Let's see if you can at least get a hold of it.
No, that's even worse than last time.
Okay.
At least it's not a 1, it's a 3.
So when you try to
Every time he goes left, it goes right.
when you try to grapple this thing, it gets a free attack on you because you're attempting to brawl it, and it has
Obviously,
natural
he
weaponry
shows
of tree
character
branches.
with it.
So that is a miss, unfortunately. Okay, so then you miss, and then it growls at you again, but this time it makes a weird sound, like some weird chattering of oaken teeth
I'm gonna get it.
in its maw. Okay,
I'll put
you
it.
say, and you uncover your lighted belt buckle, and you light up. I don't remember was it like a torch?
60. 60 feet. I think it's 60.
Well, it's like all of a sudden,
It's continual lights.
all of a sudden, it's like a goblin trapped in headlights. It's like,
I can look it up. This is probably quicker.
I like how the tree is.
60 foot. Okay.
Yeah.
So going 60 foot out in front of you, there's a light, and
And I head that direction.
My head all
Quickly.
quickly on that.
okay,
Do we get stunned by that at all?
you are temporarily blinded.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you move over that way, you take half your move, and you can get over there, and you see what appears to be a tree creature, like I described, and Mugleb facing off, and Mugleb's all.
Have I ever seen a creature like that before?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's not a female goblin, I say out loud.
Yeah, it's because
I bring my axe up and say, get out of here.
it's a shapeshifter. It can look like different things.
This is too big, but
So it's still goblin size.
it's man size.
Man size.
This is like large. So
I thought it was so small. You said it was like a sapling. Oh, what a female
like I
goblin
said,
it was.
It's smaller than that. So where rock is considered large, it's medium, and then that's small.
I was about to be like, man, what a female goblin
So-
it was.
So that's what you do.
Huge tracts of land.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Can I? I mean,
That's huge. But the hunk of
I wouldn't attack it yet,
Congress.
but I'm not sure. Yeah, I raise my axe, I'm going to swing at it and say, get out of here.
Okay.
And depending on what else happens.
Roll me a charisma check.
I'm charismatic.
Oh, I got it. 26.
Well, natural.
Uh-huh. I know. Well, natural 20 is success no matter what.
That's why I said I got it.
Okay. Okay, so that is the end of the round. Next round. Actions?
Like grab it.
Well, actually, at the end of the round, it will turn and flee, giving Mugleb and Rock a free attack if they so wish.
I'm going to use the flat of the axe to try and, like, if it's trying to flee, I'm going to, like, do a, like, it's like a backhand, but it's the axe, like give it a swat on the direction it's heading. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
That's what I'm going to try and do.
I'm going to grab it.
It may knock it out. I'm good with that. I'm just trying not to carve it up with the blade. I'm just trying to
Scare it, frighten it,
I don't know. I don't think that far.
intimidate it.
I don't think that much into it. I don't want to kill it, so I may kill it the other way by accident.
Okay. Are you?
What are you doing? You breaking chairs? I have no idea what that was. Even Skylar. Skylar broke a chair over my house. Like,
Are you?
That's like a cat.
I think it's going to be subdued.
No, I got it here. I'm just trying to find a thing where.
Rock hits you on top of the head with the flat of his axe. You think it's subdued?
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll.
All of a sudden, it goes like 2 feet in the ground.
Tell me what armor class you hit.
Hand armor class 1.
Okay. So you take your weapon and you strike with the flat of the blade. It strikes the creature. You will roll damage.
What would damage be with the flat of it, though?
You will roll your weapon damage as normal, and then that weapon's damage is reduced by half.
Okay. Can I pull my strength? Or not? So I wasn't trying to kill it, so.
Well, you know that any damage inflicted is 3/4 temporary.
All right, I just said.
But I will say until I see differently that you can. So what is it you're trying to do? You're saying you're pulling your damage?
I'm pulling my strength. I'm just trying to smack it
Okay.
in the direction it's going with the flat of it.
Okay.
So am I pulling my strength off that?
Well, until I see different, yes.
Okay, then 14 points.
Okay, so then half is 7. Roll your knockdown.
9.
Okay. That's easily enough. You need a 7 because it's medium size. So it rolls this and a critical fail. So it goes and falls to the ground right there. You just knock it over.
I grab it.
And
yeah,
that's it. Okay.
Jump one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you jump.
I got it.
Okay.
All by myself.
And
So,
All right, go over and pick it up.
well, hold on.
I'm gonna grab it.
You're gonna try to grab it with your attack.
Yeah, I'm still gonna jump on it.
Okay. Roll a d10 first and tell me what armor class you hit.
Wait, roll a d10.
I'm sorry, 20.
Okay, I was like, ooh, 17 minus 17 is 0.
Okay, so it's on the ground, which means you have even a better chance. So you get on top of it. Now roll another to hit.
1. Armor class of 1.
Okay, yes.
Armor class.
And you have grabbed it. So roll a d2.
1.
Okay, do you have any strength adjustment?
No.
No? Okay, so you do 1 point of damage on it from your grapple. And
So
you
I don't
have
think
it. And you have it.
I got it.
You know, technically, not that it matters, but we were getting a tax opportunity because it was fleeing.
Mhm.
He should have went first, But he wouldn't have been after it landed on the ground because we both get attack opportunity to take it off. When he went first, I'm a very slow, or a slow weapon speed.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At least at this point. It worked out.
I still knocked it out either way.
No, you didn't knock it out. You knocked it in. Then I grabbed it.
Hey, knocked it. Oh, it just critically failed and fell on. I thought I knocked it out. I'm sorry.
Then I grabbed it. All of a sudden, I got its head in a headlock. And I'm like,
Stands up and walks away. Man, figured I guess you're something.
So you jump on it, it gets up, and it's walking away, and you're like hammering.
I got its picture that. I got its leg.
Okay, so that's the end of the round. So now we have actions.
Walk over.
And you're right there, so you're doing what?
I'm going to keep my hold.
You're just going to attempt to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't want to try to get it like in a
What
body lock or anything.
Is there any point in improve? Is there any downside
You would do
to
more
trying
damage.
to improve the lock?
You would do more damage.
Well, I'm not doing that.
There's options.
Makes it harder for it to get out.
There's options. If you go from a hold to a lock, when you get something in a lock, you can carry it, you can hammer it into something, you can twist a part of it to get it in a hammer lock, and so that's. But
Put it
also,
like a figure eight, you know.
but if
Wrestling, you seen wrestling?
Yes.
You can do the cooler moves.
if it wins then it escapes.
I will try to improve the lock.
You will try to improve. Okay, hold on, and then rock action if any.
I'm gonna go over and try and grab it, pick it up.
Help me with it. You know.
No, he's just grabbing it. You're helping him
Okay.
distract it.
Roll initiative. Beat of 1. My side is sped up.
Come on. 5.
Okay, so it's going to try to break your grapple. So, do the attacking thing again. And tell me what armor class you hit.
No.
No, you got to roll a
It's a
d20.
2.
You got to roll a d20.
I rolled it.
Oh,
I got a 2.
okay. So it was successful. It rolled a 17. So it escapes.
Out of the
And then, yep, and then
Then I will grab it again.
you can try.
11 minus 17 is 6.
Okay, now, so you've got your hand on it again. Now roll to hit.
Oh, 4, no.
Nope. Okay, so you're unable to secure a hold.
Dang it.
Then Rock, you're going to try to grab it.
Mhm.
So get in its square first. Roll to hit.
Armor class. Wait a minute. I'm doing my base cycle first, right?
Correct.
So armor class 11.
Oh, you missed. Holy shit. Okay. And then it takes off, which means both of you can try another attack of opportunity on it because it's still
Grab
scared.
it.
Can I,
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying, can I try
So-
to grab it with an attack?
I will
Go
go
ahead.
first. 4 again. No.
Okay, so you can't get it. Go ahead.
Use up all my luck or something?
Oh, nice. Roll 30.
He's
Man.
gonna trip. Does he fall on it, crushing it by accident?
Okay.
26.
that would be an unfortunate.
Well, at least he didn't fall on
26
me.
on a melee fumble is
Not using a weapon normally. Right? So I
Correct.
grab it, so.
This is so dumb.
okay.
I put
So
my eye out. Yeah.
you go to grab it and it's like zoop, gets out of the way. It's headed away. You're like, oh yeah. You go woof like that, and when you do, it reaches up. It grabs either your shirt or whatever thing that it is like
Sure.
unattached.
Pulls it
And
over your
it
head.
pulls it over your head and takes off running.
I'm
And-
gonna say hit you a few times and then takes it.
And so now it's many squares away. You can pursue it into the darkness, or you can do something. Just let that go.
I'll let it
Up to you.
I my stream
Okay.
tonight, right?
And then what about you? Do you
Right,
just
for
let it
sure.
go? Or
Yeah, I don't think it'll be back.
you throw your axe at it in the darkness.
Yeah, it's this guy. Scott. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just over here taking a piss.
That's
Or
one of
worse
those-
yet.
What's that tree guy?
one of those sound shots. Yeah, it's a really good
Oh,
sound
That would take like 5 rolls to get to where his axe chopped your winky off. But it could happen.
See, it's like, oh, it still feels
You would
good.
have to roll a
Would
1.
try?
You'd have to roll a 1 first. Go ahead.
See if you can turn-
Please,
You had to
try it.
roll a 1 5 times in a row.
3.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You just go.
So you're just standing there and it's like, lands in front of you. Now you're pissing on the axe. And it's splashing back on your feet. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm sleeping though. How the hell?
Hey, I don't know.
Sleep in the bed.
But you're-
Oh, I'm sleep
sleep
pissing
pissing.
again.
You're dreaming that this is happening. And you're dreaming. You're like, oh man.
You sleep
Then
in
you kind
the
of
bed,
roll over.
and then he wakes up. And he's like,
All right.
"Dang it, not again!" I
So that just happened. And now we're at the next day.
I beat the bed again. Mom, I beat the bed again.
And you continue on your journey. Do you memorize the same spells in the morning?
Oh. No.
No. Okay. So tell me what you guys do anything I need to know about
Check my
before you
traps,
take off.
Check the swing.
Okay. So while you're thinking about that, roll your set snares
I already
proficiency.
have them marked off.
Remember, you're adding that number to your.
26.
Okay. You come back with the tiny creature.
Which one? Which one?
That tree crawling thing.
Roll a 30.
I come back with his winky.
If you roll a 30, you come back with that creature.
27. Can't real quiet.
Yeah,
It
They
went over.
roll over to come and roll back. And
When you go to your set snares, you can see your trap, and it's got a branch in it.
Yeah.
It looks like a hand.
Cool. But there's no animal in there either?
Yes, and a nice juicy rabbit.
Guys, I got a rabbit and that tree thing's ham.
Tree things in. What tree thing?
We'll tell you about it.
go back to studying your spells.
Who
Okay,
wants the rabbit?
so then you learn a different spell in your slot,
And
or
I get
you
to
go ahead
tend
and
to the
burn
rabbits.
off the ones and learn different ones.
Yeah,
or
right,
what do you
George?
do?
I'm just replacing the one spell.
Okay.
with Copy.
So, do you want
Okay.
So the spell that I cast yesterday was read magic.
Read magic.
So I'm memorizing copy
Okay.
now so that I can copy one spell. For
Oh man, you should have said I was like set my phone down and it slipped through the cracks and hit the floor. I'm like, how did that even happen? It's a tiny crack about that big.
Locate object. Do I have to have a piece of that object, or do I just concentrate?
You don't know what it does?
Anyone here want rabbit?
The guy cast spells, I'm not spells.
No.
Well, I haven't learned it yet. It was in a spell book that I got from Bart.
That's correct.
So I'm wanting to add it.
That's correct.
Gotta be a familiar object first off. Gotta be a familiar object.
So anyone want rabbit? No.
And then he's like, let me have it. So he snaps his
Well,
snap.
No.
And then he hands it to Rock, and he goes, Rock, open up.
9.
Rock, open up. Breakfast. He throws a rabbit in your mouth. And there it is. And he eats the whole thing. And A's like, see, that's how you do it. He's like, just out of curiosity, you know you have to kill a creature before you can probably eat it. So
Yeah, but I would have released it. If
Okay.
we weren't gonna eat it.
So it says it has to be known to you. But
Familiar. Familiar.
well, it was
I
saying,
am going.
Yes, the object must be
note that
familiar.
attempting to find a specific item such as jewelry or crown requires an accurate mental image. The image is not close enough to the actual spell, does not work. Desired but unique objects cannot be located by the spell unless they are known by the caster. So looking at the page that we have and the stuff, would that be enough to know? This is my spell check.
Read the very first thing it says right here. Must be a familiar object.
A known or familiar object.
That's the same thing. Familiar, known.
But
No, a known
It
object
also-
we know about the bag.
It also has to be within 120 yards of you, or 180 yards of you is your max at 9th
Well,
level.
20.
per level, 9th level.
I'm not 9th
180
level
yards.
mage though. But I'm just curious
why I
if
asked
we got
earlier.
close in the area, you know.
Close to the area.
Oh, I thought we were just going to speed this up by like all of a sudden having the bag.
No.
That's what he said.
That seems way too easy. So
I was just wanting to know if this pay would be enough for me to consider enough to locate it if we.
I'm going to put the tree creatures on.
Did you learn the spell yet? Remember, you got to roll to see if you can learn a spell if you don't already.
Well,
learn
I
it.
know, but I was curious if I.
Well, I'm
could
not
do
going to give that
spellcraft.
information until you learn it.
Okay, so I can't roll spellcraft.
And I'm going to put the tree creatures on.
You can certainly try to roll your spellcraft, and depending on the roll, you might not get any information.
Okay, well that's all I was wanting to do right now.
Okay.
So 27.
Okay.
I'm going to put that tree creature's arm in one of my bags.
I would say that would count as a unique item, seeing as it's a magical
Right.
item.
Right, it's a very
It
specific.
must be known by you.
Well, that I know that's what I'm saying, but
That's
I'm trying to
not known, it's a
determine if
picture.
that
You've never seen it before.
the thing.
It's not even a picture, it's a drawing.
But it's a magical drawing.
It's not a magical drawing.
It doesn't,
It had
doesn't
magic.
help.
I had
The
to
magic's the map.
I had
The
to-
other part is that's just the map's magic. It's just a drawing of what the bag looks like.
It's still not a picture.
The magic is the map shows you wherever it is.
Oh no! I had to use read magic to read the runes, the magical runes that were written for the bag and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. The picture, the crudely drawn picture is just it's not magic. There's no point in it being magic. The magic would be the
I
map.
will tell you this.
This is fun.
You realize that if when casting the locate object spell, you use the writing on the bag as part of your spell,
So that's pretty
it will, you're pretty sure that will qualify for knowing this
I'm gonna
unique
keep
object.
that
Okay.
so that way you can just start.
All right.
I'm gonna sell it, maybe.
And you know that if you had not known what it said on this, it would not qualify for that classification.
All right. I'm gonna copy this locate object into my spell book.
Okay.
So I use that spell copy. So I cast copy. And that will transfer to my spell book. Does it take? Do I get to try to? It's been a while since I've had to learn a spell. How does that work again?
You roll your percentage.
I
on
don't
your
have to
intelligence
study
that
it for a
says
certain time.
chance to learn spell.
I don't have to study it for a certain time.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that tree creature's arm in. I'm gonna put
Okay.
You sure it's not just a toy?
It's the arm.
Okay.
That's it. I'm also gonna put my elven dagger in one of the bags.
Elven dagger.
Yeah, I had an elven dagger. Or an elven knife, technically. Because one of the elven soldiers gave it to me after my other.
I remember that. Yeah.
The people would probably pay a lot for that also.
Okay,
more
when
than regular
copying,
dagger. Not a lot. It's just it
no
looks
character can. Okay, so when copying spells, a character must
People
roll
pay
to see
more
if a
for
character can
anything.
learn
Oh,
it.
yeah, definitely. I would say it looks better than just a standard dagger. Fancy. It looks fancy.
I'll give you 100
So you
gold
need to
for
see
that
if you can
ultimate
learn it.
knife of
Oh, I can't just copy it in my
Correct.
spell book.
You have to
copy it
learn
in
it.
your spell book. You have to be able to learn it.
Correct. So what's your percentage? Should be under your
85.
intelligence. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
10.
All right.
All right, it is done.
It is done. Okay. Anything else? Probably not. So do you have the spells left for the day? You got those there?
Yeah. I just have little checks.
Okay.
So I have
As long as you have a mark, that's all I need.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell me what they are. Okay, so you continue on. This time, Rock, roll a d12.
1.
3.
All right. And then that night, Muglab, roll a d12.
Oh, I also set my screen.
Okay.
As always. 11. Okay. I was like, is that a 1? No, it's another 1 right there. Yay.
Okay. So now we're at the next day. Do you do anything with that today?
Where do we see
Check
like
my
we're at
seconds.
on this map?
You're 1 day away from crossing the river.
Well, I mean,
We have
I
to
would
cross
still
it.
check my stairs. 7 plus 16 is
23.
23. That was
Okay. This time you capture one of those like it's not a rat and it's not a muskrat, but it's
Chipmunk?
yes.
Oh, chipmunk. So anyone here want a chipmunk?
And he's like, come on, this is fun. Let me have it. Okay. Snap. Ready? He throws it to you. Oh, you do? Okay. You know, it's something. It's gotten a little more of a different taste than a rabbit, but still.
I crunch it up. I hold the tail. Put it in the bag.
Me too.
Makes a good condom for you.
Okay, so anything different? So what's
It's furry.
I can't
What different
learn any
spell?
more 18th levels or any first level spells. I'm already at my maximum spells.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's 18.
Bloody
And what spell do you have the one replaced? Do you learn something or
It's furry
you
for
I can
memorize?
replace-
You memorize the one open slot.
It looks used.
Can I replace a spell in my
It's 'cause
spell
of it.
book with another spell?
Well, unless you can erase.
Can't you just cast it out of the spell book as a scroll and it disappears?
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll deal with
you
that.
don't cast it from memory. You cast it directly out of your spell book and read it through your scroll. It disappears.
I mean, you were saying that as a player.
Oh no, Sean's playing it.
So
Oh, I thought
So-
you were wondering.
So can I roll to see if
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played
He's
the
supposed to know all
older
this
rules
shit.
because the newer
Not
rules
first
are
level.
somewhat different. But let me roll my spell.
It's not a crit. It's gonna help.
and see if I know how to take a spell from my spell book.
Put you in an eraser.
is your spell book full?
No. I can only know 18 spells per level.
Okay.
And I've already reached all my first level spells.
Then you're done. You can't unlearn
Okay.
unless there's somewhere along the way that somebody can cause you to forget
Okay.
something,
I'll play magic.
which is entirely possible.
Okay.
So with your open spell slot for the day,
I'm just gonna.
you get to pick some other spell to memorize before you get going. All right. So, Sylvis, roll me d12.
I'm saying it again.
You gonna mumble?
I'm setting my stairs again.
You guys, you've already checked the snare. You caught the chipmunk. Now you're moving
The
again.
next night.
Well, hold on. We got to get through this whole day.
Hey, roll D12 and scratch it out.
Hey,
All right. Roll a d12.
Roll a D12 that doesn't have any ones. D12.
Yeah, where's that one?
See if you see.
can I roll one that only has one?
All right. So, once again, what am I doing? 16 things deaf people are tired of hearing. That's great.
Imagine just
Yeah, he gets that from me, unfortunately.
just wait till deaf people hear about this.
Yeah.
They're going to be giving speech.
All right. So now you wake up, check your traps, roll. Roll your set snares.
Ooh, 7 plus 16 is
Math hard.
23 again.
No, Muglove just
Get
does
his
this.
feet out.
You ask him to add, he's like,
I'm just in the character, don't worry.
yeah, I know. That's why I picked the goblin for you. It's like no matter how loose you are, it's like, he's a goblin.
He fit,
He
yeah.
definitely fits. Okay, so same spells today?
Yep.
All right. So you keep moving. You're gonna go ahead.
So nothing.
Okay. So
Look, a river. No
you've
bridge.
traveled. You are going to walk past Waterdeep and through the bridge right there.
Oh, you don't want to check
So,
it on magic.
unless you wish to stop into this huge city, you can either go around it, you can walk through it.
No one wants to
or
go to
whatever.
Costco.
Hey,
All I
we
know
can trade
is-
the magic guy that Bart gave us at the Lay's house for better shit.
That's the bad idea.
The city is you see it from way far off. Got huge buildings,
Bunch of
a
walking
big
people
wall.
outside.
lots of
people walk.
people coming and
Not like a
going.
big group.
So maybe they're going to
Costco.
Okay, so you guys tell me which way you go.
I don't think we need to.
I ain't the map over.
Do we need to go to get food?
We need to go across the river. I know that much.
We're okay.
Yeah, I get a snack every morning.
Do we want to take him into town?
Well, I mean,
Been here before.
It was annual, right?
Something else that gets me in town.
Yeah. I don't think we need to go there, do we?
And they said,
I remember I did have a
prefer
collection of food on my
evens,
other
odds.
character sheet.
Evens go through the city, odd go around. Odd, he says, I suggest we go around. That's his vote.
I agree.
I mean, I know I did have a food count on my other sheet. So that's fine.
All right, so I guess you guys go ahead and go around the town.
Yep.
Going around town.
Bring it around town.
Okay, and you do. You go around town with no issues because the dice said so. And then you get to the other side and you make camp again. And now there's, you know that you're going to have to go off the main road that goes around, bringing around the lake to get to where you're going. So once again, you're entering into forest and dangerous areas.
What?
Roll a d12.
So I shouldn't check my snares.
You can set your snares now, and then, but you got to roll a d12 to see what attacks you in the middle of the night.
That's a 6.
Nothing. All right,
So,
go ahead.
ooh, 17 minus 16. Negative 1. No, like we're adding again. 33.
Ooh, you catch a.
The little sapling, he's been following us. The one-armed bandit. You literally caught the one-armed bandit.
You happen to catch.
The saber-toothed tiger.
You happen to set up your snare along a game trail, and you capture in the snare somehow a 4-point buck with its rack caught in the
I
snare.
just bring it back with
So,
the trap. I'm like,
how do
hey
you-
guys,
how
check
do you-
this out.
What do you do about this?
Am I able to get this one back to camp?
You have to
or
kill it
not?
first.
Like
Tell-
the other ones.
This thing is bigger than you.
It's alive too, probably.
Yes. And it's unhappy.
Hey guys,
But
come here, help me with this.
we go see what he's complaining about.
I got a bug.
And
You got a
see-
hula hoop champion. Huh?
You see, I don't have any deer figures, unfortunately, but that's what you see.
I caught it.
That was good eating.
Yeah. Can you help me, like, get it to not stop me?
I pull out my
Cuts it
bow. And I'm gonna try to. Okay.
Roll.
9, I hit.
Well, hang on. Did you
Roll
did you
damage
just chop the head off?
and
there?
double it. Because it's
Trying to
held,
cut
so
that
it's
off.
an auto critical.
He's just trying to cut the head off.
Well, you're doubling the weapon damage, I should say. So what'd you get for that on your?
Oh, so 34 points.
Okay, that's plenty for a deer.
On the head. So its head comes up?
Yep.
I'm going to take an antler.
I leave the whole head. I carry the rest of it back to the
Okay.
I'm going to take its antlers and then put them in my bag of.
And now
Cool
tell,
stuff.
tell me how you take its antlers. Do you know what a deer looks like?
I cut a hole like around the antlers. Can't take
Okay,
it.
so how are you gonna
You cut a
the
hole
skull?
around the
The
antlers?
DM is going to kick back, and he's going to let you guys play the DM
Wait,
for this goblin.
Yeah,
who's
yeah, yeah.
attempting-
What did
he
you
said-
say? You
No, no,
said
no,
what
no,
he
no,
wants
I
to
got
say.
this.
So
I see
let
him.
him say what he's saying.
Yeah, I know. I got this.
Let him talk.
So the antler's here, and then I would cut like
The antler's
around-
here.
Okay,
What's the
okay,
antler's
okay.
here?
But what are
Stick
you
your
using
stick
to
up there.
cut? What are you?
Quiet. Let him
Base
describe what
the
he's doing first.
Base of the antler's
All right.
here.
So how are you cutting? What are you doing?
I cut around the base.
With
of the-
what?
With my knife.
And you're hitting skull the whole time. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, how are you punching through the skull? I know that said it was a really sharp knife, so maybe the
I'll
DM
cut
has
off
a
the
ruling
antler.
that knife is sharp enough to cut bone.
It's not sharper. It just has a +2 to hit.
Do you try?
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't work that way.
Okay, all right.
I want this.
Damn.
I get a rock and
And smash what?
I go smash
The
antler
skull?
off. I'll smash the antler off.
You smash the antler off. I don't know that you can do that.
I will
Well, you can
say
snap
that
an antler
you
off.
see that this dagger
Whether
does
he's strong,
The rock
leave a mark.
Like a child.
yeah, I know.
in the skull.
Whether
He
he's
break
But it
strong,
doesn't
Oh,
slice
nice.
through the bone like you would.
he
be
could
sawing
kick
through a
it, break
loaf
it
of
off, probably.
I'm just trying to get like the
bread. But go ahead, continue.
face.
I
It's
just
I want
told you what to do.
I want you to.
Do
No,
it.
no, no. I said this
It
knife
won't
is
cut
so
the
great. It does leave a mark in the skull, but it does not cut through it like a knife through a loaf of bread.
So you know, there's just the antler part where it's like everything comes off, right? I simply want that bit, not the whole skull. So I'm trying to just break off the antler bit at the base, and
Okay, using
At the
what?
base of what?
maybe my weight. I could try to lean on.
Okay, sure. Roll a
So you're
20.
trying to
Hold on.
impale yourself?
Let's see what he rolls.
No, wait.
Roll
When
high
I
as you
see
can.
him do this, I'm gonna like, are you trying to kill yourself?
Maybe. You guys
I want you to roll a level check to see if you're even paying attention because you're usually doing something else.
5. Did not work out.
No, you don't roll yet. This comes first.
So my high.
Add your level to whatever you roll.
Starting to take trophies.
18 plus 24.
Okay, no, you are doing something else. So he's over here all by himself. You see Rock walk back though with a headless deer.
Oh,
And a
I
bloody-
thought he
and a
came
bloody
and got
axe.
all of us though.
I thought he just yelled out.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah,
hey,
so
guys,
I went
check
over
this
there.
out.
You were pledging yourself to your book.
I'll let you roll with advantage on that. Try that again.
It's all right. It's not a big deal. I thought he came over and was like, "Hey guys,
What'd
and
you
got
roll?
us."
1.
Six.
Okay, so this little
He
goblin
usually
body,
ain't that smart.
You're
He's
hopping-
just middle of the woods.
you're
Yeah, I
hopping
got
down on this head, and it's just not, and you almost like slip off for a second. Whoa! But nothing.
I'm gonna take the head and I'm gonna try all the different options of getting this antler off. That'll be my daily activity. while on the
Okay.
road on my donkey. I'll be like,
So you come back to camp with a head.
yes.
What's your weight limit? What's your
He's dragging the head.
yeah? What's your maximum press on your strength?
You know, I bet that head's
90 pounds.
20, 25
90?
pounds.
Okay, so you can carry it, but
I bet
that
it's 20,
you would-
25
And then I would
pounds.
get up on my
I'm
donkey.
going
got all
to
the-
defer to you guys.
While it's got all the shit still in it.
See, then I would get up on my donkey, and then I would just start trying.
So
to
he's
So you return to the camp with a head. Don't
Yeah.
get to the donkey.
He sure does.
What are you doing with that? That's
I
not
want the
edible.
antler.
I don't know.
We'll take the antler off.
I can't.
It unscrews.
No, it doesn't. I already tried that. Don't you think I already?
You know, that is funny.
Don't you think I tried that first?
Trying to pull one over here.
Don't you think I tried that first?
I hold.
So I'm guessing the head's probably like about this big. That sound reasonable?
No, that's too big.
Oh,
Okay.
so the head's about.
The head's like a dog head.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, it's
Small.
small. Well, the antlers will come out. but
It's
the head's
longer.
not-
It's
All right.
longer.
It's got a
this
neck,
way.
but I cut it up towards
But
towards the head from.
the head is slightly longer than a dog, but
It depends on the
it's
dog.
about the size.
I agree.
What's from there?
Like think about.
I'll chop it off with my axe.
Have you ever seen a
I'll
full-blooded
crush the
wolf?
skull, but not the antler. So it should take. It'll make it maybe jagged around the end. Of the
Well, we'll
antler,
see how you do.
But he
Roll a
can
20.
do that.
Have you
Deal with that.
have you ever seen a full-blooded wolf?
What do you want? What I hit?
High as possible.
As high as possible? I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I'm
What
trying to crush the skull without, like, between the antlers.
you are, and you're using a giant axe.
Yeah, I'm not like. I'm just. I don't have. It's a skull. I'm not far away. It's not moving.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
can
a
hold the
double-
axe up the
is it
hill.
a double-bladed?
I'm
axe?
just.
Okay,
So I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not going to be perfectly round at the end of the antler. It's going to be
No.
whatever piece of the skull are jagged on the end of it, but it's removed from the rest of the head. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm basically shattering the skull,
So what happens is,
and he gets the antler
tries
attached
to
to
do-
something.
following the
thing.
skull that does.
and what happens is,
I'm holding the antler. That's why I'm holding it with. The other hand's got the up on the choke of an axe, and then I'm coming down in between the antlers. I'm trying to crush the skull and break the skull. That's all.
yeah. And somehow it hits, the antler snaps in half, and that's what you have.
Well, you get the other antler on the other side.
Yeah. Do that.
Did I crush the skull at all?
For the most part.
So there's one antler snapped in half, and the other one must be okay then on the other side.
But it's still got a huge bit of
Oh,
skull
yeah.
attached to
Oh,
it.
that's even better.
Okay.
You got to clean it.
I will pick it up and I will.
You can carve it off with your knife or a rock or
I'll be
file
doing
it
that.
down or
I'll
something.
be doing that on my donkey. I'll, like,
All
sit up
sorts
on
of
my
ways to
donkey,
carve it down.
trying to make it acceptable to me. Then I will
Okay.
load it up onto my donkey.
You can try.
Hey, it's what I can do. It's all I can do. Try.
You can try. All right. So you did that.
You need any skull bone
And what do you do
deer
with
parts for your smoke bones or anything?
what do you do with the rest of the carcass?
I don't need any.
Here, Renee, cook this. Hold it,
no, wait, Janice
hold it
knows
in
how
the
to
fire.
Doesn't Janice know how to cook?
I don't know. I don't cook.
How long do you want to wait here?
Well, I mean, at the night, like maybe tonight.
When did you get it? This morning or last night?
This
morning? We'll have to carry it with us during the
Yeah,
day.
we'll carry it around and then
Ain't
we'll
much
cook
of a
it
choice.
at
We'll
night.
have to cook it at night.
Well, whoever's carrying it, you can
I'll
add.
carry it. It's not enough to even matter at this point.
I can't believe I caught a deer. I think that's my biggest thing yet.
Yeah, I think it is. It'll feed us for a few days.
There's probably 120 pounds
Hey.
of meat.
Janice or Renee, you know how to gut this thing? Remove the innards properly
Without
before we don't need to take those with us.
Let's see.
I don't think Renee does, but Janice might. I don't remember.
No.
Until they remove
Well,
the
Janice doesn't speak. Oh yeah, he does. He says, "I don't know how to field dress an animal."
until they They remove like the legs and the stuff. There's probably 160 pounds of meat.
Hey, like store, you know.
Huh?
And hey, the heart tastes great. Some people eat stomachs of certain animals too. I mean, I don't get what the bad part is here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna slice open the belly before we start moving. I'm gonna from the neck all the way down to its taint. I'm gonna slice it open with a knife, a sharp knife. Hey, let me borrow your knife.
I'm giving the elbow knife.
Give me the sharp one. I want to get this done
Fine.
quick. I cut all the way down. I'm trying not to cut deep in. I'm trying to just cut the skin, and then trying to see where all the innards. The meat's on the outside, so I'm looking at all the innards. I'm just gonna stick my hand in there and just start pulling the innards straight down.
Is it sitting on the ground?
No, I'm holding it with the other hand.
Holding it with one hand and cutting it with the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will clean the blades. Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d30.
We're rolling D30.
8.
Okay.
Am I supposed to add anything to that?
I will tell you.
It is not easy for a person who has no idea how to field dress an animal to do it correctly.
I'm not trying to do it correctly. And I don't know how to field dress an animal. I'm well aware of that. I told you what I'm doing. Whether it's done right or not, doesn't matter to me. I'm just removing the insides of it. Nobody else here knows how to do it either.
Okay, there we go.
That's under survival, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have survival either, so I don't
No,
know.
it's under hunting.
Oh,
I don't have hunting.
Hunting.
I'm just telling you what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether it's correct or not, it's not the point.
Okay. So to what you rolled, which I think you said was an 8.
8.
You're adding your wisdom minus 1.
So,
Ooh, that'll be good.
60.
Okay. So you do what you said.
I'm just removing everything but the outer skin of the meat with my hand, no less. Just ripping down.
Okay.
It's not going to be clean because I'm not using anything else at that point. I'm just pulling out all the guts and,
Okay.
everything on the inside that I can.
what?
Start talking.
I don't think that's in the video.
What does these do?
You just watch videos down there.
I thought he saw it on the Xbox. Why did he do it?
No, I got the Xbox back. Because he got bored of the Xbox.
Oh, really?
Okay. The first thing that happens is you get this horrible stench.
Of course. That's normal for me.
I mean, it's like, woo!
Yeah, it smells good.
That smells better than my balls.
It does.
Okay, so a huge glop of guts and undigested plant life and piss and shit and everything else.
Lungs. Just start ripping everything I can out that's not attached to the meat wall.
Okay.
Not cutting it out. Ripping, pulling.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I make sure none of it's like hung up in there if I have to cut that off so it's not attached anymore. Here's your knife back. Dirty.
Thank you.
Knife smells like you wouldn't believe.
I'm going to clean off the
Well,
knife.
I
Okay.
just have one question. Does he pop this stuff?
Yes, everything is ruined.
You know that acid.
So when I throw it over my back?
Actually hurt.
Hold on.
Ready to go.
The acid and the animal and human stomach is actually strong enough to like burn your hands and stuff.
Okay. Well, he didn't roll that bad. But anyway,
Let's
after
say
you
the
did that and you handed him back, you go, here, and then you said something. You just take
Throw
the
it over
carcass and throw it over your
Yeah.
shoulder.
Mhm.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
there's all kinds of delicious meat.
Nah,
Yep, it tastes good when it's cooked
Delicious
up.
to me.
We'll cook it tonight. It tastes just fine.
Okay. So that happened, and then you guys continue on, right?
Yeah.
All right. So according to the map
Mm-hmm.
that you have,
Let's check the map.
Are we rolling?
you're guessing you're probably one day out of
Oh, for what?
getting somewhat close to this where
No
this
doubt.
thing is. So go ahead, roll a d12.
Setting my snares again.
10.
It's not nighttime. You're leaving for the morning.
After the in case.
Yeah,
there's-
well, you
We'll
got to
get
get
to
through
that.
the day first. What'd you roll?
10.
Okay, so you travel. Okay, so
Cross River. Grandmother's house. You know.
Oh, we're gonna give her a deer carcass. Dear grandma, I got you your meat. Thank you. Oh, grandma.
you're traveling through this peaceful forest with the stench of foul deer flesh
And
surrounding the ogre and
Mother.
whoever may be within 2 squares of him.
and love scraping
Um,
across an antler.
And you're making whatever noises you're making as you're working on this leftover antler with a 5-pound chunk of skull attached to it. And meanwhile, I want a meme with that. Wait, I know what would go good with that.
For hours at a time. Just really. Michael, will you be quiet? I'm working on something important. Oh no.
So that Muggle's over there.
That makes it all kinds of better. It's so peaceful in here.
I run left.
What am I doing?
Does he light a fire? He's got a lip.
Oh, great. So peaceful on today. Yeah, it's so peaceful.
We have to pull it out.
Never a dull moment.
All that map and shit. So
Let's just
our weekly game. Top them? Our weekly game. This is a once and who the hell knows game.
Ugh. This is a once and whenever, and then this is a once whenever these cars broke.
What was Rio's mom's house this weekend?
I didn't ask. I assume that he's with his dad, but I don't know.
No, he said he couldn't make it this weekend. So.
All right.
My donkeys are the biggest shit. I have yet to
Wait,
name
let me
them.
have this squeak there. Let me fix the bolts.
I shall name them Harold. The donkeys. What was that donkey's name?
I can give enough guys.
I don't know. People leave them around my house.
They do that, don't they? That's the only reason I have all those.
So we put the map back down?
Heck yeah, we're putting that back there.
Oh, well, you picked it up and you moved it out.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna name this donkey Pugsley. Hashtag rep Pugsley the donkey.
I'm gonna remember. Side your head on.
Was the other donkey named Pugsley?
No.
Missing little June up there. He is. Okay. So you're back over here on the donkey, and if you're riding the donkey, then we will use this.
So-
even though it's the
so
wrong
I would be-
size.
That would be 90 feet ahead.
Yeah, we have a donkey figurine.
You can't ride it down.
Okay.
Hey.
So theoretically, you're 90 foot, and you come upon that road sign. As if these trails have like you've entered into an unknown area of developed land or something. Like you traveled through a forest and now you're in someone's place where they live because of these semi-usable wide roads and the signs.
Mullen, what's the sign say?
No, I think he was up
I'm
front.
way up ahead. And he didn't want to. So I'm gonna.
You didn't wanna.
Well, I mean, you're already doing it.
We
so
decided we weren't gonna do it. Then you said, "Well, I'll do it."
Okay.
I'm gonna
So you
sneak up
approach
there.
the sign?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
like try to sneak
Okay.
up, look
So
around.
when you go up, nothing appears out of the ordinary with these wooden signs. I think there's 3 directions.
Looks like, yeah.
And when you look at it, it is written in a language you don't understand.
Danger Bruce. Kippawa. That means no.
What did you say? Dangerous football?
Danger Bruce.
All right.
Kippawa.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the
That
first
means
one.
no.
Okay.
You know that?
So about
Dangerous.
you go back and you see him walking back on this open road kind of trail back towards you guys.
We keep walking till we get it.
Okay.
Hello. See
There's,
anything?
So move your figure back there, please. Okay.
Yeah, there's a sign with the way, well, 3 signs point different directions, but it's some kind of language I can't read.
Well, God, you
I'll go read it. I'll go see if I can understand this.
So does everyone go, or do you just go by yourself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And do I understand it initially?
What languages can you read and write?
Probably poop
Not
scribbles on the
languages.
wall. No, nothing.
Did you say poop scribbles on the wall?
Yes.
I can
He's a
read.
goblin for a reason. Okay,
I
but
can
you're,
read and write Southern tongue in this month.
okay. It is neither one of those.
Well, let's have to read languages.
Okay, so you will using your neat thieving abilities.
I actually got it.
What did you roll?
44 out of 45.
Okay. So you start to look at this and you're like, I know, I remember learning this little bit from my past. And one of the signs it points, and the term is Kahoot.
Yes and no.
And that's
Sure.
pointing to this way.
Right.
Yep. And then what are the 3 ways that the sign is pointing to?
There.
This way.
It's like you're
This
coming
way.
from this direction. No.
Okay,
Just
so I
decide
was
which way
right.
you
I
want
was
to
right.
go.
It was this way, and
This
this way,
way.
right? Okay.
This
All right.
way.
So this way is Kahoot. This way, it says Mephisto, and back that way,
That's where we can.
it says border.
I'm gonna relay that.
Okay.
And does that even mean
So what are those names?
I don't know.
So
I don't take
Mephisto.
their names.
Mephisto's got the bag, and he's that correct.
What about Kulit?
I don't know. I don't know
Nah, he's
anything
he's a
about
hermit.
history in this area.
Well, Mephisto definitely does sound like a villain name, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mephisto's that way. He's got the back.
All right. Does Mephisto
What are you thinking, eh?
mean anything in particular?
Okay,
Do you know
let's see.
anything in history? Does that sound like a city or a
No,
place?
Hene is adamant about his answer, and his answer is
No.
he says, "I think we should go towards Kahoot
Why?
because it sounds close to Helmuth."
So
That's all I got.
I think we should go that way. I
And
think
then,
that's the way of the item. Oh, well, hey, maybe we're close enough. Can you do your thing?
We're
No?
not that close yet.
what?
How do you know?
I'll
Does this, hey, on your other map, does it look close to the map on the
check my
oh,
map.
look at the
Is
dude.
there anything?
Okay, I
We
look.
compare the maps. How do they look? In comparison with the
I
area
open
we're
the skull, the
Skull?
scroll up, and I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, well, when you open up your map, you just see the same map that you had the whole time,
Mhm.
and it doesn't show anything other than what's already there.
Yeah, this isn't gonna help.
Which doesn't go that far down in detail. You look at yours, and on yours, it shows that
That'd be nice.
And X appears.
Yeah. Right in front of us, down Mephisto's direction.
you think that you got to be close.
Well, I think Mephisto's in like.
We're really close.
Let's go with Mephisto. Hey, if it's wrong, we turn around go the other way, right?
We can go down both ways.
Do Mephisto.
What about Janice? What do you think?
All right.
It's
So I guess we're
not
going
part
this
of our
way.
group. It's a hangout.
Or are we going here or here?
Mephisto.
Oh, so that's Kahoot
Correct.
and that's Mephisto.
Correct.
Okay, so whatever you guys decide.
I think Mephisto.
Mephisto.
All right. So
Mephisto is.
same marching order.
Yeah. So
Well, you gonna lead or
Yeah,
scout?
And
Yeah,
are you
we're
staying way ahead again, where
Yeah.
they can't see you? Because there's a lot of twists and turns on these paths now, so you will be out of
Maybe not
a
super
line.
far
There will
away.
be no line of sight.
how about I'll just try.
Like
to
if we're
maintain
just coming around
line
the
of
curve,
sight.
you're just going around the next one.
Yeah, I'll try to maintain a line of sight.
Okay.
So just what I can get away with. And I'm going to be sneaky. Since we're in the area, so I let you guys know I'm going to be sneaking around, so I'll be moving slower.
We're moving
Are you attempting to move silently?
Not so much move silently, just not being as obvious as walking around. I want to be more observant.
Now, just so you know that you are where you are.
Well, he move far.
Yeah, I already fucked up.
I don't know how far to go,
Okay.
but he'd be like around the corner.
If you want to place yourself further away than that, then that's what
Yeah.
you need to do.
I just don't know what the
Yeah, 20 feet or 30 feet, 40 feet.
These
Well,
are
each
5
of those
foot
is
squares. No, you're fine. They're further, and we're moving. At least this is what I'm doing. I'm moving nice and slow. Got my axe in my hand. I'm
So
moving
we gotta
nice
be
and slow
close by.
looking.
So
Both sides of the road, straight ahead as I'm moving slow, one step at a time, expecting something to happen. I don't know, and waiting to hear what happens from him.
Good. How about
We know he's moving slow. So
Are
we're
you
moving slow.
doing anything I need to be aware
Other
of?
than working on my antler?
Yeah. So as quiet as some of you may be trying to be, the footfalls of the heavy creature known as Rock, the hoofballs of the donkey they're muffled somewhat by the regular ground. It's not like they're walking on gravel or stone, but that still does make a sound. And you cautiously walk through the forest.
okay, what does observation give me?
I will tell you.
So I know if it's
Is it a spell or not what proficiency?
it's a not weapon proficiency.
You have observation?
Hmm.
It's what he has us roll all the time, but we're not proficient in it. Except you.
All right.
Apparently.
Characters with this proficiency have cultivated exceptionally acute powers of observation. The DM may ask for a proficiency check or secretly roll it himself. Anytime there's something subtly askew, they may also allow characters with observation to increase their chance of finding secret or concealed doors by 1 in 6. The proficiency covers all the senses.
Okay.
So if I say perception, you would roll your observation,
Okay.
and that's against the D20.
All right. So higher and better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So
I may also sometimes roll for you.
when
I mean,
yeah.
at other times and alert
Right.
you of things
So
versus
I'm gonna,
you stating you're looking for
All
something.
right. So I want to be keeping an extra eye out.
Okay.
So
All right.
I know
So
we're really close. So
roll your observation check, please.
$22.
All right. So
You know I rolled 4.
Take-
and 18. So
take that, take your figure, put it over there, right here. And no, if you look back, you can't see him. This is a different area. There's no like weird reality loop. So
I got you.
I'm just letting it continue on. So you look up and you see this. And just for a second, this wooden thing there kind of gives off a faint,
like shimmer.
yeah, and then stops. And that's the distance of where you are when you see that.
Repeating forest, dude.
All right. I'm gonna come back to you.
Okay?
So,
No, that's just exactly what I was saying. It wasn't. It's not a repeating for. I know, but no,
What?
that should not be inferred.
So I seen another signpost up there. When I looked at it, it shimmered for like a split second and stopped.
okay.
Well, should I go read it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's just all go up there.
They might be
Is there any
magical.
words that are matching the past time?
It looks like the same type of writing.
Do any words match the last time? Because you think you could be like, hey, I just saw that word.
No.
I'm gonna try to read it.
Go ahead.
20.
Okay. It says, beware of the bagman.
Beware of the bagman.
Which arrow pointing thing is that on?
Yeah.
Does it point in a direction or?
Okay. So both of them are pointing this way.
So one of them says, or they both say, beware of the bagman. I'm asking you.
They both say.
They both say that.
They both say the same thing, or it's a combination of.
And you also notice that there's a fire pit over here.
With fire in it?
Well, you don't see it yet,
It's you.
but you, however, see that.
The bagman doesn't sound like a fun guy.
Who investigated?
Oh, guys, I think I
So
got
I
it.
carefully sneak
Wait.
over there to look at it.
Okay, all of you,
I know. I think I have an idea.
all of you roll perceptions. You get to roll observation because that's your jam.
Do I want high or low?
You want high?
No.
Remember everything you want high. I'm just trying to make it
It's not.
so you roll adding that plus your
3.
level.
You're at 3.
Okay, so
It's
you didn't
not, I
make
would
it.
have been 10.
20.
It's not. You have to
20?
Trust me. I think.
What do we want? We want a 31 or higher.
Unless you roll a natural 30, in which
No.
case it's always.
No, but I think I actually got it.
Well, if you rolled a 21 or higher, then you got it.
Well, yeah, I rolled 28.
Or, I think.
I rolled
what level you are
28.
already.
So.
Oh, yeah,
plus
36. Okay. So, Rock, you were the only one that notices. You just happened to be looking again at that sign, and
Well, I'm
from-
like still
from the
looking at
bu-
the sign and from
well, you turned away for a second. It goes and does that same thing. Well, you didn't see it the first time. This weird energy crackles from the bottom and goes up and then dissipates.
I feel like the bag man might be the guy who's.
Did you see that?
Yeah. What?
The sign like shimmered or something.
That's weird.
Just stare at it for a minute.
And A says, "I saw nothing."
But I think that the bag man might be the guy holding like the bag that eats people.
Yeah, I thought that too. But what? Look at the sign. There's something weird about it.
I'll look at
Hey,
it.
why don't you take a closer look at it? See if you can find something out about the sign. Why don't you do what you do to it.
Okay, so hold on.
Am I able to sneak her?
Hold on. At the same time this is happening, you're walking
I'm
away,
sneaking over.
and you go down to the fire pit. Okay.
I'm
So it
literally
appears-
sneaking, moving quiet, trying to remain.
So you're going to
unseen.
use your abilities to
Yes.
attempt to stealth. Okay, roll
Yes.
your move silently. You move silently at, I think it's half
A
your
third.
speed. Oh, it's a third. Okay. And when you hide in shadows, you don't move. You kind of stop and blend
Right,
in
yeah.
somewhere.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
I'm
go and
gonna
roll your
move
percentile.
some way. I'll stop, look around.
Okay.
Do some more. All right.
I'm looking at the sign.
No, I terribly failed to move silently.
Okay. So, but you think you're moving silently.
Yes. Yes.
Unless you roll 95 or higher. What'd you roll?
96.
Okay. You realize that you step on something, snap, and you make a loud noise. And you stop. Or do you stop, or do you just keep on going like it's nothing?
I'm gonna try to freaking hide.
Okay. Roll your hide in shadows.
I made that 29.
Okay, so you think that you're hidden as you back up into the forest there in the
Yeah.
shadows because you know that you may have fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so meanwhile, back at the sign, you're
I'm looking at
watching
the
it,
sign.
and it looks the same to you. And
Then,
then,
back there. This is having the same thing.
Oh no! I stepped on something, so I like
On your
stopped.
way there or once you got there?
No, on the way there, so I like stopped and pulled back into the shadows to try to.
you see that it did it.
I'm gonna try to spellcraft it.
Okay.
One.
You don't. That's a sign.
It's definitely a
It's
sign.
a sign on a sign. It's a sign
That's-
of a sign.
That thing exists, I think.
Can you detect anything on it? Like, is it?
I have no idea, but I do know
No,
it's a
I
sign.
mean, like is it like a lever or something? Does it open something?
I know it's a
So
sign.
I'm looking around.
Oh,
for a
you want me
moment
to see if
if I
it's
can.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to spell checks. I don't understand that shit.
Oh, I'm gonna try to find the detector.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know.
What
Whatever
I made that.
your thieving skills are.
Is
By how much?
Is 0, 1 or 100?
0,
It's
0.
100.
If you have 00 on the first number or the big guy,
and double one.
then the next number is a single digit.
It's a 3.
So you rolled 03.
That means it's complete.
Wow. Yeah.
3%.
Awesome roll. Okay. It is you detect a magical trap.
This is a trap.
Rock packs up.
Am I
What's it
able to
do?
disarm this trap?
And
You
you,
can-
stepped
you
on
can
his
try.
dog.
Can I
Yeah.
tell it?
You
Oh,
know
we
that,
killed
the
the dog.
chances are halved.
What will it do?
You're not sure.
Can I try spellcraft?
Let me double check that.
Can I possibly spellcraft again now that I know it's a trap of some sort?
Well, you know it's a magical trap, he said.
Yeah.
So, it was a regular trap spell check. Spell craft would work, but he told you it's a magical trap.
I hope that fire pit has nothing to do with this.
I doubt it.
I'm gonna
Why
light
would
the,
it?
I'm gonna light the fire.
Okay. Let me see if it says anything about that. Okay, let's see. Okay. He knows its general principle, but not its exact nature.
Do I just know
So
it's a trap?
the general principle is it's a magical trap,
Can I?
and you're not sure.
Can I spellcraft again? Just now that I know it's a trap, maybe to get a little bit more specific.
No, because you won't get any new. No, you failed your spellcraft on this particular item already.
How can you tell where the trap's laid out, like where it is or what it is?
I think it's obviously on the screen. I can't quite tell what it will do once activated, since this is a magic trap. I think we might want to get the
So we're okay stepping around.
Sometimes,
I don't know.
usually because his percentages are low, a thief will deliberately spring a trap rather than have unpleasant side effects if the trap doesn't work quite the way the thief thought, and he triggers it while standing in the wrong place. Thieves can attempt to remove magical traps, but their chances of success are half.
I think we ought to wait till
So
the
it's
magic
up-
man
it's
gets
up to
here, so that way.
What?
Because he knows about magic stuff. This is a magic thing. Maybe he can tell us more before I try to go and fiddle with it and blow us up.
Okay.
Just a good idea. I'm gonna step back from the sign though.
Okay?
Let's just get back from the sign.
Okay, so you're there.
We wait.
I stop, holding the shadows. I'm gonna look around see if I notice anything. Watching, moving.
Okay. Roll an observation with advantage, so roll it twice. And take the better of the two rolls.
28. 28.
Same thing. Okay. Now make sure you tell me if you ever roll a natural 20 on any of these
Right,
checks
yeah.
or a 1. Okay. So you see poking out from over here a small creature about the size of Mugleb wearing a tiny hat that's like Robin Hood hat but without the feather.
Yeah.
And it's wearing and it's brown. You can tell it looks like it's made of it's not fancy clothes. It's all homespun clothes. It's got a little shirt on with a tie. It ties up.
Bow tie?
No, just like strings tied. A little brown pants held up by a tiny little rope belt. And
Does
no
it have
shoes.
a bag? Does it have a bag?
It does not have a bag that you can see.
I'm gonna try to sneak up on it.
Okay. Which move your figure the way you want to try to sneak. Okay. So you roll your move silently.
Well, 85.
I'm guessing that's a failure.
Yeah. That's
Okay. So here's the thing. That doesn't automatically mean that it
Yeah,
hurt
yeah.
you, but the chance of surprise is normal versus you getting a huge bonus on it. So go ahead and you're moving, and you can move your.
so how far do I?
What
move
is that? A
per
third
roll?
would be 4 squares. So the first diagonal counts as 1, and then the other diagonal, the next one would be 2. So, okay, so you end up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. It doesn't seem to if it's faking that it knows you're there, apparently it's waiting to get you to get close so it can grab you. Okay. Are you going to try and sneak up on it some more?
Yeah.
Roll move silently.
I don't know. 28. So
Okay.
I didn't make it that time.
So when you move silently, that adds 4 to the surprise roll, just so you're mechanical. So, yep. So you can get right wherever you want to get. If you want to get right behind it.
Yeah, I want to get right
And
behind
I will.
it. And I got my dagger out, and I'm gonna
We'd have the rest of the orchestra just got replaced by a
No.
single piano.
put the dagger right to its throat. Come up right behind it, put it to its throat.
Okay, so you're attempting the cover maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay. So you move up.
You know. That way, if it tries to move, I got the bags. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, the character puts the sword to its
He's got a
opponent's throat,
sack.
and it's surprised. And what happens is, let's say it's time for initiative. So you do that. He's surprised, so you go up and you got him covered, okay? Because that meets the thing here. So the covering character, which is you automatically win initiative against your target and can attack in the fast phase or in the very fast phase if you're a specialist. So the problem is that this is a small creature. It moves in very fast.
Yeah.
So it might still be able to get out and get away because of how fast it is. But if you do attack, the attack is made with +2, and you have you critical on a 19 or 20. Okay.
So when I put it up to its throat, I'm gonna go, guys, over here.
That's just a coffee pot. Okay. So that's the surprise round. You did that. He yells that out, and I'm going to say you're close enough. You all hear it. So therefore now I need actions from everyone, and we'll start with you because you're closest.
I use my god.
I'm gonna tell it. If it tries to get away,
So you're going to
I'm gonna hurt
ready. You're going to ready your
Right,
action.
right.
Okay. So the trigger
if it
is
tries to
what?
get away, I'm gonna pull it tighter and try to hurt it. But I don't want to kill it.
So you're going to try to grapple it. Right now you're not grappling.
Well, no. I'm gonna try to stab him
Okay.
with the thing.
Well, that is an
With the
attack.
backs, but I really don't want to kill him. And
Then you can pull your damage, or you can go for subdual attack.
so, but at the same time, I'm gonna go. I don't want to hurt you.
Okay, well, just hold on to that. Okay.
I'm gonna use my goblin speed.
Who else is so? Okay, yeah, you.
I'm gonna use my goblin speed to get over there right quick.
Okay.
Because I move them very fast.
Anything else?
But I'm also gonna try and run.
Your move.
Yeah.
So you're not necessarily gonna. Okay.
Well, I mean, I can't
Rock.
shoot.
If I say charge, do I have to attack at the end of the charge? That's part of the charge. I guess I could run.
Yeah, I mean you can charge, certainly.
But I mean, if I don't want to attack,
Then I guess you just don't.
it's not a
attack.
charge, it's just a run. Then, right?
Or you would, yeah.
I'm going to run over there. I'm going to cut straight through the woods, though.
How dare you? Okay.
I just
I mean, I don't know if I need
And
to
they
attack
will move
it.
over there. Okay, so roll initiative. Beat a 2.
I just say it like
Yeah.
this.
Is that double 0 dice
No,
though?
no. I put that in.
So you rolled a 10.
Yeah.
So your fight is
Are
delayed.
you serious? No, you're gonna get
Okay.
my bag.
So
He is.
roll a charisma check on a 20.
Come on, you're charismatic.
No.
You want to roll?
21.
Okay. Okay. So then we do this.
Oh, was that a 1?
Okay, that's a 2.
Dang it.
Okay. So the creature doesn't move. And it is now the loser side of very fast, which is no one, because no one gets to go on very fast.
I get to go on really fast.
No.
You don't. Your side is delayed.
Oh. Right.
So-
I get to go on fast.
Yes, you do.
Thusly, I'm going to.
So you run over there.
How you
Okay.
run?
Where do you go? Basically, this thing's so just move wherever you want to go. We'll cut to the chase. Everyone moves over there as they see fit. This creature does not move. It is scared and it's visibly scared. It's visibly
It
scared.
takes too long to move anyway.
Silvus has it covered, and it's just like
I'll be like, Janice, you watch the
So-
donkey.
it's like got its hands up. He's like bending down, with his sword to its throat. He caught it and
Oh,
failed every roll he could fail.
I would like to. I would like.
There you go.
But before we run, I would like to ask Janice to watch my dog.
But we backed the scene up before you ran over there and everybody followed.
Because I'm like, I'm right.
You asked the guy who's not following you to watch the dog.
What's he gonna do?
And found his master.
NPC and he agrees.
He's not part of our group. He follows and
So what is this that I've come on?
He's part of his group.
Is it a goblin, a gnome, half?
It's a little. Are you familiar with woodland creatures at all?
Did I tell it's a
Is
goblin?
anyone familiar with woodland creatures?
Am I able to tell it's not a
definitely
Only if
not a
I was
That is
familiar
not a
with
goblin.
Only what else?
It looks like a very small humanoid. It's got pointy ears, kind of
Some kind of drow.
a large nose.
Nah.
It's got a ruddy complexion, kind of dirty, like it lives out in the forest.
Is it barefoot?
Yes,
What
You got
are
a bag?
not that you can see, unless you take the pants down.
You speak our language?
Um,
I'll say that comment. No, they're done.
I would like you to roll a charisma check, please. Total.
Roll one.
Oh, ultimate fail. Okay, it craps its pants and does not speak.
Do you speak common?
Looks over at you.
Not anymore.
And he's like,
Do you speak?
So do I
you ever see like an animal that's
do I see any weapons on
I
you?
start licking my
you do
lip.
not.
All right.
Freshly oiled.
Fresh meat.
Freshly
So,
oiled.
In
Just
a,
take a step forward.
in a calm fashion, I try to turn it around so it can't be staring at Rock.
Okay, well, it smells horrible.
I'm sure it does.
As a matter of fact, when you mix the smell of fresh
rock.
little humanoid crumb with a deer sloopy rock,
right.
you are getting a smorgasbord of aroma which cannot be described. I mean, it's bad.
So like
And as a matter of fact, it is such a combination that I would like all of you to roll Constitution checks with advantage
I'm smelling.
on 20.
As we have been
I think it
saying.
smells just fine.
that's a 17 for one. Oh, hey.
Ain't strong in my
Oh,
balls.
okay, 17. I'm
26.
not taking that one. I'm not taking the one.
You want me to roll too?
Yes.
I mean, he
Is
smells
there,
really
fine.
bad.
is there something about you that gives you
It's stronger than my balls.
gives you protection from awful
Well, I
smell?
mean, he's been
Yeah,
smelling it
my
all
balls.
day.
It's natural smell.
He's been smelling it all day. Also.
Roll
You know how you get used to smells every now.
What are we rolling again? Sorry.
a Constitution check with advantage.
Yes. Yes.
All
A
right.
17 and a 15. Or a, I don't know, 40 and a.
Uh-oh. Oh, Janice almost threw up. He was like, huh?
Well, James is back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What
Everyone
about
else.
an A?
No, he's fine.
And he almost threw up and then he ran back. To
Listen, you hear
I want to go get the dog.
from the forest. You hear, oh boy.
What the dog?
so I turn this creature
Okay.
around so he can't look
Okay.
at Rock.
Okay.
And is trying to calm him down in the most calming way that I can.
Okay, where's your sword right now?
So I pull it away from his throat.
Okay.
And I still have the dagger in my hand, but I'm gonna
All right, so you had a dagger the whole time, not a sword.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
that's
a
fine.
dagger.
Doesn't matter. All the rules still apply.
so I turn him around and staring
Okay.
in his
And he's
eyes.
crying.
I know.
His
I'm gonna
lips-
try to
You've got a big
And-
snot.
in a calming demeanor. I'm gonna try to do my best to calm him down and see if he responds to either one of my languages.
Can you like search him first?
And that
though?
would be Renisma and Southern Tongue. So I will say the same thing twice.
Well, just
Once
tell
in
me
each
what you do first.
So as I turn him around, I stare in his eyes, and I was like, We don't want to hurt you.
You speak this in which language?
I'm going to say it in both languages.
Which one's first?
Southern tongue.
Okay.
Because he said something in Southern tongue and you seemed to like turn and look at him.
Okay.
Even though he was whimpering. I'm like,
Be amazing you spoke it though.
we just know
Harder.
there's something that's dangerous around here that carries a bag. We are looking for that creature.
Okay, it's
with the
just
bag.
looking at you, and you hear it speak back in Granithma.
Okay. Okay, so in Granisma back,
Hey, I wonder what it tastes like.
I'm not going to
I'm not very
let
good
him
at all.
eat you. And
I'll
then I
feed you later.
repeat
You got that
everything
deer to eat.
that I just
You
said.
got that deer to eat. You can wait.
We're looking
You'll
for the
be
creature
seconds after
that
you-
has the
Oh,
devouring bag.
dessert.
If
Yes, it's the Bagman.
If he's not
No, the
nice.
Bagman will get you.
I'm gonna eat his hat too.
What is the bag?
but I know.
man?
What is the Bagman? The Bagman's the Bagman. He controls this entire area. He has taken many of my people, and he eats them and steals our babies.
And he's weirdly vague for the plot.
Is he
And I'm gonna punch him in the neck.
is he a human or an elf or?
I've never seen the Bagman. That's why he's the Bagman.
Do you know where he has a lair or a house or some place where he resides?
We put up a sign so no one would go.
Okay, so you just know he's down that way somewhere.
He's pointing towards the way that the sign.
All right, that way.
Yeah. Because remember, the sign says the Bagman.
Yeah, but the sign.
Okay, sorry.
So,
Yeah.
So what?
I showed up to try to stop whoever would go, and then you attacked me. And then the ogre came up and he's gonna eat me.
Well, we don't know what the Bagman is, so you could have been the Bagman as far as I knew. So I wasn't going to just come
I'm
up.
not a Bagman.
So, what are you?
I'm Rinky.
Are you a gnome or a
No,
halfling?
Okay.
we are the
Hey, Winky.
Buckons.
The what?
The Buckons.
Well, I mean, I know your butt's gone, but what's your race?
You guys speak Granisma?
Very gagging.
Actually, you
Hey,
smell more
hey,
than
do you
me.
speak Granisma?
No.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
okay.
I think you smell more than me.
Well,
Kind of cute.
Why do you travel with a goblin and an ogre?
you know that's a good question. I can't really answer that, but my king somehow thinks it's a good idea. So that's all I can say to that. The king of the Emerald Forest believes that that's a good idea for right now.
Well, then he's sent you to a bad place because the Bagman's here.
So is there anything that you can think of that might help us kill the Bagman?
The Bagman comes and goes as he pleases. He comes in the night, comes in the shadows.
So you made these signs, and I point to the signs.
Well, we did. What's left of us?
So what is the sign?
There used to be a lot of us here in this forest
So
before the Bagman came.
So the signs, they like flicker and shimmer.
That's a trap.
That is a way
You don't know
for
what I'm
us
saying.
to be alerted that
Yeah.
someone has entered into our homeland.
Okay.
Oh, detection trap.
All right. So what happens if you touch them? Nothing? Do they blow up? Are they trapped?
No, they're just to let us know something is here.
Okay. Well, you have nothing to fear from us. You or your people. We're here to try to.
I don't believe you. Why is the ogre licking his lips, and why does everything smell horrible?
That would be the deer carcass he's carrying around.
We are great people. Just we murdered deer, and we smell that.
Murder deer.
He doesn't know how to clean a deer out, so he did what an ogre would do to clean a deer out, which is basically ruin it. So.
Are you trying to tell me that an ogre, a goblin, and a member of the elven race is going to try to fight the bagman?
Well, we have magic. We have
And
spell,
also a person.
and we have.
What's he squawking about?
I'll try to turn over and look at you.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
What?
I look at you. What the hell are you saying?
I don't know, but this antler is pretty good. Great.
He was saying something about wanting to masturbate with that antler.
If you let me go, I will promise nothing. I have nothing to promise.
What's he saying?
Ah!
I'm looking at
The
him.
ogre's angry. Look out!
So I see absolutely no weapons on this dude.
You do not.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of feel his upper chest.
What's he
get
saying?
Completely away from the shit, you know. And to just verify that he doesn't have any weapons.
Okay, so you start patting him down
Get
All
a
right.
nice
Roll your,
handful of poo.
and roll your
Oh,
observation.
what's this weapon? Hi-yo! Traveled up the
Let's see,
church.
18 and what, 16? I think?
Okay, so yeah, you find
Tight,
nothing.
pants are all tight, so it's hold up one.
You find went up his back.
Warm.
Cold.
Stiff.
If you let me go, I will tell you about one thing that we do know if you attempt to attack the bagman.
Well, we're gonna let you
And
go
that is-
anyway.
and
but
that is
would appreciate
When you approach, if you go to where the bagman lives, supposedly down that way, he has a guardian at his front gate.
it. So now I tell everybody what he's told me.
Does he at all speak common?
This is his common. This is what northern.
Ask him if
this
he
is
speaks.
northern common.
Granisma.
Yeah, that's northern common.
No, it's your elven.
Granisma is
that's
gray
it.
elf before they all moved.
Oh.
Ask him if he
You don't
speaks
have-
any other languages.
Northern common. You have southern.
Yeah,
We're in the northern common.
no, I thought this might have been the northern language.
Ask him if he speaks any other languages.
What did he say?
So I explained to him what. Explain to you guys what he said. The bag that sign says the bagman lives at the way.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of these people here. Now there's not. He's eaten most of them.
Come on.
He does not know what the bagman is. He's like a boogeyman freaking thing in their mind. So
Everybody
he
roll intelligence at normal chances. Unless you
D20?
have some type of history-related non-weapon proficiency.
Is that a D20?
Actually, no. You're all rolling a D30. I'm sorry. Unless you have some type of history-related non-weapon proficiency. And
29.
and you're adding your intelligence.
No, 29 plus intelligence.
Oh, so you make it.
39.
that's an
No?
Oh, you know how that
No.
way?
What?
And Nay makes it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's related.
So
I don't.
you gotta.
It's unquit.
What'd you get? Total.
39.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
I got 29 and plus 1 intelligence.
Okay. You are. There's something about the bagman that's ringing a bell, but you just can't quite put your finger on it. Okay. And we'll go ahead and we'll stop there. That's good.
Can someone clean out his pants?
So we're gonna let this guy go.
Okay. So
You're
whenever
gonna let the guy go. We don't have.
he runs off like 15, like 3 squares, and turns around and he says,
The guardian at the gate is a stone creature. If you have anything that can affect stone, it might eat it.
and then it runs off.
Okay, I tell him what I said. Hey, he said it's a stone creature.
What? The bagman is stone creature?
No, there's a guardian at the gate of this guy, and it's a stone creature.
Oh, okay. 'Cause you said it's a stone creature. Like, what?
It's it smokes a lot of weed. It's like, yeah, bag.
Stone creature.
Hey, bag man, what's in your bag, man?
Lots of souls, man.
So,
Oh, that was fun. Filled with adventures.
33 to kind of try to figure out what that might be. A stone creature.
What are you rolling?
Spellcraft.
Oh no, you'd have to see it.
Oh, okay.
All right, great.
Come roll to see if I have this bag in my backpack already.
That would be weird. That's the one you always wipe your butt with. Oh.
Natural 20.
All righty, have a good one.
Man.
All right, so yes, I love you too, son. You're good. I didn't lose your sheet. I will put it right here, the same place I had it. Yeah, I'm sure yours will turn up as soon as you walk down the stairs. Oh, there it is.
What?
Nothing. All right. All right. Hopefully, we'll see you in a couple weeks, everybody out there. Bye.